Eating pizza and drinking brews.
Drinking brews and eating pizza too.
I like pizza.
You like brews. It's Pizza Brews and Two Dudes.
All right, guys, Pizza Brews, Two Dudes, episode 55 here at the Carton Brewery in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. Let's do a quick cheers first before we go any further. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Chin, chin. Got a couple of special guests with us.
Damn. I ain't gonna make it all the way over there, bro.
We got
Yeah,
the
chin.
Augie Carton, and we got MJ Towler, the black wine guy here.
Oh, what's up?
at
What's
Carton
up?
Brewing.
How you doing,
What are we
son?
drinking today?
Y'all are drinking Town. So it's called This Town, but we call it Town around here because this is so much work. Town, it's our Hells. It's a proper, clean, appropriate German style.
Yo, shout out to the dimple mug.
Well, that dimple mug we use mostly for our cask pours, and we actually use this mug for Town.
Oh,
But since I've already put 3 or 4 beers in each of you, / will probably put 3 or 4
Yeah.
more in.
We're a little
it's
That
okay. I only
choice
got like
was
an hour and a half drive home. It's
Modulation.
fine.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying
Plenty
to
of time
be
to sober
friendly.
up.
Trying to help. That's why
Yeah.
I'm drinking boat.
Yeah.
But anyway, so This Town. So if you read the side of the can of This Town is a proper Hells. So my name's Augie Carton. Thank you for the introduction. The
Cheers.
greatest Hells in the world, by most accounts, is called Augustiner. I've been a fan of it since I was a child.
Okay.
Obviously, for a long time, I wanted to make Augie's Steiner and make my own version of that beer. Change a little. So this is a classic Augustiner type Hells. I switched the hops to a hop called Opal because doing exactly what other people do isn't necessarily that much fun, but
You guys
paying
like to
proper homage.
drink off the beaten craft, as they say.
Yeah, that's womp womp. That is definitely one of the things we say, for sure. But yeah, so that was
But
it.
it's
And
true.
then
It is
on
true.
the can, I wrote, "Hey." So the thing is, Pilsners travel well. We have a Pilsner called Whip. We put in the whole state. It's crispy. It's tight. It's perfect. It's a good lager. It's what Americans would make in Germany. Hells are a little softer. They're a little prettier. They're a little more gentle. So we make 1 tank of this every 6 weeks, and we only sell it here and in Monmouth County.
Wow.
So usually when you come in
Exclusive,
from
guys.
nowhere,
That would explain
this is
why
the
I've
one
never had it before.
You can only get. You guys,
Yeah.
I told you I'd hook you up, right?
Yeah.
But on the
MJ
side
hooked
of the
it up.
can, I wrote, "This is if you guys like if Anheuser-Busch didn't hate you, this would be the beer they made."
For sure.
And I feel like I don't need to push out Monmouth
good
County
quote.
because where are you guys from? Hackensack?
I live in Wayne.
Okay, so my friends up by you are Bolero.
Yeah, I'm in Rockaway, so I'm by Fort Nonsense
Okay.
and closer
But
to
Fort Nonsense
Zigmeister.
does a Hells, I think, and Zig definitely does proper lagers. What I'm saying is you've
yeah.
got good brewers up there. Like, let's
Yeah.
just use Zig because I know he can make a lager and I know he's good at what he does.
For sure.
What I'm saying is you should be like, did you read Augie's can? Don't you owe us just 1 tank of Hells every 6
Yes.
weeks? Because the answer
Already
is
starting
yes.
shit. That's
Yes,
what you always
that's
just stirring the
That's
fucking
me
pot.
starting-
I'm
man.
hitting
So
up
his
Matt.
name is
I'm hitting up
Augie
Matt right
Starton,
now.
not Augie Carton. is that what you're saying?
exactly. Yeah.
If you,
Starting
but
shit.
if you have a local brewery, and let's face it, these days we need people to come back to just drinking lagers and bullshit.
Yeah, yes,
so
yes.
make them make you a good lager. Go to your local
We
brewery
make this
and bullshit.
point almost every podcast when we're at a brewery. We're always talking about how, the double IPAs, the hazy IPAs is the huge blow up, that huge trend. Every brewery you go to, they have that.
Oh,
right?
I got them. I'm
But-
gonna get you in trouble with them.
I know they're all great, but to have these other selections, like, and especially something like this, is very drinkable, very,
Well, that's so. What's funny is another hoax Anheuser-Busch and Miller pulled on the world is pretending that it's hard to make these beers right.
Yeah.
It isn't.
Yeah.
What it is time consuming, needs attention, and relies most heavily on cleanliness.
Yeah. Like
so it's a scary.
That's Bob's motto.
That's actually a good T-shirt.
need
Write
that
that shit
a lot of
down.
time and
Write that shit down.
Send
Me
that
and my
clip to
beer
my
both
girlfriend.
require.
Speaking of merch store, in the description, Pizza Brews 2 Dudes, check the link in the description. We got a merch store.
Yeah, just use this to plug everything we got. Joe.
Yeah,
There you
I mean,
go.
might as well,
Why
right?
not, dude? Come on, you're doing your hustle. You're like
You're not even wearing the merch,
there.
Joe. You're wearing his merch.
Well, yeah, I
As he
can't.
should. Jesus.
That's because I
But
came
anyway.
in a
and
Zigmeister
he's wearing
shirt.
Jimmy
We won't
Buffett's
talk about
merch.
that.
I don't know.
Pour a little out for
Dude,
Jimmy.
it was
Yeah,
a
R.I.P.
fucking 80-degree today, man. I had to throw on the Hawaiian joint.
Yeah, no, here I am in a fucking
Bob, you should have came
thermal.
in,
I know.
in the tank top, dude. We have a Pizza Brews tank top.
You know what? It was a good day for the tank top.
It's a
but I look
perfect
like
day
such
for
a
it.
douchebag.
I know.
right
No,
there.
It's the best
I'm glad,
thing ever.
I'm actually
You're
going to say
at
I'm
the
glad
beach.
you
That's
didn't wear
what
the
I
tank
said.
top, bro.
It's like
We're
a
at the
full-on
beach, man.
Pat McAfee
Dude,
tank top.
But your
Yeah.
It's
three
the
lights
best.
from Sandy Hook.
That's what
You're
I
at
said.
The beach
That's
on an
what
80
I
degree
said.
day.
That's facts.
Dude. Iron up your.
I tried to tell him
iron up
that.
your tank top and let's get in Seaside.
It's an all-over print. It's our logo, and it's just all over the entire
It's a monstrosity.
tank top. It's the best
Does it
thing
have
ever.
piping?
Yeah, it does.
Well,
It's
now
a-
I'm upset that I didn't wear it.
My wife is in fashion and fabrics and stuff too, and she was like, "Wow, I'm pretty impressed with like
Nice. That's awesome.
how they made it." So yeah, you guys can get that on the merch store. Dennis Special tank top.
Katie approved.
Katie approved.
Katie approved tank
She's
tops
the executive
for
producer
your,
of the show.
Yeah,
for your repping pleasure.
Anyway,
And
what
here I am
were we
in,
talking
here I am in
about?
a thermal hoodie.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. What are
I'm
you
an old
doing?
man. I gotta keep warm.
always bet on black.
My blood is
man.
thin.
You're good,
My
man.
blood is
That's
thin.
right.
So what were we talking? We're talking about the health.
Hellas.
So
Yeah.
that's that. But so, like I
very
said,
good.
you can't really hide in this beer. I don't want to pay homage.
Bob
Like,
already
if
hit it
you
in
know
his
what you're
stomach.
Doing, yeah, well
Look at
done.
that.
Damn.
If you know what you're doing, if you're a good brewer and you keep shit tight, you can make this beer, and everybody should make it for their town. And
I agree.
so at our place, that's 30 barrels of beer. That's 60 halves of beer. That's that much every 10 halves a week. It's not a lot of beer.
Yeah.
And it's great for the neighbors. Like I said, so
Yep.
I feel what I think when you were talking about haze and all that, because I do love hazies. I think
Same.
there's something
Yeah.
so kind of, young at heart, love about juicy, fun fucking beers. And I never want
For sure.
anybody to be on missing the joy, right? If you're drinking something, it should be making you happy. But I'm thinking about
And drunk.
The
I mean,
di-
there's two
yeah.
things, two reasons to drink.
that helps.
Yeah.
That
Fun.
helps, Marvy.
And the buzz.
And a buzz. But what I'm saying is, like, if you just helped your friends move in an apartment, or you just painted your fucking bathroom, or you finally hung that shelf your wife's been yelling about for 17 years, you want
Sounds
a
about right.
beer-flavored beer. And that's
Beer-flavored
It
beer.
may be your
Yes.
Tuesday, Wednesday drinking. Fridays, we can all meet here and drink 10 different hazies and have a discussion
Is that
about
an
what's
invite?
fun.
yeah.
If you ever want to meet Augie Carton to Carton, your safe bet is like 5 on Friday. Because
Oh, boy.
I
All
usually
right,
walk
we'll see
over
you.
here.
We'll see you
The
there.
problem is I get completely wasted by 6. So Lawrence picked me up and
Oh,
drizzled my
yeah.
ass
We got to
off.
catch you at 5:30.
You
Then.
gotta
That's the
be like
time.
right
Where-
at the end of work.
5:15.
Oh, yeah, last tap takeover. I was like, dude,
How do you
slow
do it?
down.
Augie? How do you?
No,
do
I know how you do it. We live together, but I'm like, dude,
But
You
Slow
live
down.
together now?
No,
No,
that-
you
we
lived
lived together when we were
we
young
lived
men.
together in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're old friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever
Bringing
see
it
that? What's
full
that movie?
circle here.
Inception? With when he's like,
Don't ruin the
when
ending for me.
when we were young men together. That'll be us at 80 and shit.
At 80, still pushing booze on people.
Exactly.
But
No,
yeah,
that's an excellent point though. With especially when you're talking about you're helping your friends move in, you're doing something, whatever. You want something light. You don't want.
Well,
I bring that up all
I
the
don't-
time.
I don't want to say
Not-
light.
not necessarily light,
You just
yeah.
want something like it should be beautiful,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
it shouldn't be what you. It should like those big fun fucking beers are there to give you something to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you're just hanging out with buds, like so, all right. So one of the best brewers in the
Crushable
world.
maybe is the word.
Well,
I
one of
don't
the
know,
best
but-
brewers in the world, one of my heroes, Ashley and Bill, who own Beer Sot in Colorado, who actually have a specific glass you drink their lager out of, and they're so good at it they
Yeah.
can force that in the world. They're fucking genius. But every time I drink with Ashley, we drink these beers, and she's like, "Dude, Augie, it's just drinking lager and bullshitting," and that's what I
For
think.
sure.
That's what I think is lost.
That's the new
in
name of our podcast.
I was about to say that's a good spinoff.
but that's what we need to refine in all this
Yeah.
craziness, right? Right.
100%.
All beer sales are down, craft beers sales are down. People are drinking iced tea out of cans. People are
Yeah.
definitely
What
big
the
into
Sending,
fuck?
sending
Seltzers.
people with iced tea
big
cans.
into mixed drinks, and there's nothing wrong with any of that. That's all fun and that's all great.
Yeah.
But
I digress. There is something wrong with iced tea and cans. Nothing wrong with mixed drinks. I'm all about the classic
you were
craft
literally
cocktails
a
come back.
green Arizona dude for most of life.
What the fuck? You ain't never seen me drink a green Arizona.
I'm sorry. Snapple peach. Diet Snapple peach. My bad. But anyway,
Jesus.
They're the best stuff on earth for sure. So,
But you know what I mean? So that's what I want us
Oh,
to
yeah.
remember as brewers to
Yeah.
get back to is look,
100%.
make shit that knocks the socks off a guy who wants the socks off. Make
Yep.
something that we want to sit around and bullshit. Make
Speaking my
something that makes
language.
us think and eat.
absolutely.
And you know what?
Speaking my language.
And this is like, I remember you told me the story about.
I hope somebody does.
Yeah, about.
It's hard to remember any of your stories because we're drinking when we hear them.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem now that you know this guy. About when you go to like these craft conventions and like, but everybody wants to hang with you because you're the wine guy, And like you might order a white burgundy. So in this case, white burgundy would be the hazy IPA. But then you find like the $18 Verdicchio. That's ridiculous, right? That's just clean with the best. Exactly. So that's what this is to me. This is just
what do we
just
got
like.
here?
Oh, did he pour you? Is that pineapple
and
chunk?
the-
Oh shit!
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pineapple
Well,
chunk.
but before we dive into that, I think we should just we gave MJ a little bit of an introduction, but just a little more of a background, right?
Marvin and I used to drink Pinot Grigio
So who is this
together.
other guy here? We got Augie Carton himself.
Yeah. So you know, like I met you guys through JM John Morcillo. So it depends on where people meet you in life. So like he met me when I was a young man. Like MJ is an evolution of my life because my mother called me that when she passed away in 2019.
Such good service. I appreciate it.
No, listen, his background's in hospitality. And so she used to call me MJ because my government name is Marvin John. My father's name was Marvin. So to differentiate, she called me MJ. So I just started using that when I started doing the podcast. So there you go. So he might call me Marvy or whatever. So you were going to introduce me. I'm going to.
I'm host of the Black Wine Guy podcast, and
you.
amongst other.
Yeah. So speaking of podcasts, we all have podcasts here.
That's right. Yeah.
And on our podcast, it's beer and pizza. So we should get this pizza rolling. I already got a head start.
Augie's already
But
one
as
slice
the host,
deep.
The pizza was down by your empty glasses. So
Yeah,
very good pizza too. All right, so
what do we got here?
Yeah, let's talk about
okay,
this
so
pizza.
we have so actually you talk about I'll tell you the pizza. We have a fungi, which is Italian. Okay,
I'm a fun guy.
Yes, oh my God. Was that how you got your wife? Hey. We at the grocery store, she's buying the mushrooms. Hey, I'm a fun guy.
Oh, you like mushroom pizza? Well, I'm a pretty fun guy.
Yeah. So we have the fun guy. We have a pepperoni and hot honey. And then we have, I don't know what the name is, but it's like ricotta and sausage and red peppers. So and I'm about to fuck that one up. So, and this is from Strada Pizza, also
right
here
across the street
in Atlantic Highlands.
No
So,
way.
so there's a couple thinking here on Strada. So I actually wrote this. I guess this is a humble brag, but it's going to be the weirdest humble brag ever. I wrote the introduction to a book about New Jersey beer and food that John Hall, my partner on my podcast, wrote.
What's your podcast, Augie?
Steal this beer.
Plug it.
Sorry, it's they know it. It's
Yeah.
it's out there.
The folks know it. We call them the folks at home.
They don't tune
That's
in
who
for an
we shout
Augie
out.
Carton episode without
That's-
being aware of Steal
that's
This
right. The
Beer.
folks at home
World's
know.
greatest beer podcast. But anyway, what I was saying was when I wrote that introduction, I just described this street at that time. And what I said was there's a great American place, there's fantastic Thai, there's 4 different real pizza places and a Domino's. There's
Yo, we were gonna hit up that Domino's, so it's a good thing that
Good
you
thing
came in
Marvin
with
saved
this.
you.
Yeah.
But and what I was saying is this is all within 3 blocks of my brewery, and I believe each one of them is the best at what they do, and I hope you do about your hometown, right? If you
Yes.
don't believe the cheeseburger in your hometown is the best, if you don't believe the bagel in your town is the best, and you don't believe the pizzas in your town is the best, you should move. Now,
It's the most New Jersey thing I've ever heard.
I love that.
but if you do believe that, you're still fucking wrong because it's all actually here.
Yeah.
Can I not curse? You guys both look.
No,
at me.
we curse all day.
all day.
That was a quick look.
No, we
I
curse
did-
all day.
But hold on. So let me talk about Strada. So my thinking here was, and like I said, I don't think you should be a brewer. I don't think you should be making flavors for people if you don't have a lot of thoughts and opinions on flavors. And we have a proper slice shop, blah, 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 blah. It's all here. Julio's is fantastic.
This is a great slice.
But for me,
is amazing.
It's a
for
great-
me, when we're going to
great
sit
slice.
around and bullshit talk all day,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I don't like whole pies from slice places because I need the slice reheated to get that
Yeah.
crispy
Oh yeah,
bottom.
no.
Yep.
I don't like slices from whole pie places. The place that's safe is a well-constructed, so these guys do a real classic Neapolitan pizza. It's naturally fermented. It's in a proper wood-burning oven. So even though I knew you guys wouldn't get the best example of this, like they don't actually let this out of the house. They give this to us as a favor.
We got a special. We
got
got
the red
a
carpet.
special
But
favor
if you
here.
go sit in their place
How
and you
we
get
roll.
these things oven, peel, plate, table in 30
Where'd they get
seconds.
these pizza boxes from then?
This is takeout. After
Yeah.
you're done eating,
got
you can
got
take it home.
Yeah.
That's why they don't fit. They're only meant to have like 2
I was gonna
slices.
say,
in it.
I'm like,
Yeah. We're going
But
to
anyway.
crush the hell out of these. This is amazing.
Uh,
So my
Someone-
guess was
Go ahead.
properly
Very good.
cooked Neapolitan pizza would be the best for the longest whenever we got to it, right? Because nobody. So that's why you got pizza from Strada, and thank you, Strada. That being said,
Cheers,
when
Strada.
I first sat down at Strada and said hot honey on pepperoni, I was like, go fuck yourself. That's so gimmicky. But it's like
It's
my
not gimmicky. I just
it's
had a
like-
bite.
I said the same thing
it's
too
like
first
my
time I heard about
favorite
that
fucking
pie.
pizza. Like I was like,
It's
God damn
ridiculous.
you guys for making me
That's
love
a
this
really
pizza.
good honey too.
It is, right?
You know-
Oh my God.
So that's why I was like, when Marvin
Yeah.
said, I think we do Strada, we talked about it, we agreed. I was like, make sure you get me that hot honey one.
We talk about that in the beer world a lot. Gimmicky beer for the sake of being gimmicky. And I would say so far from about the 8 or 9. Oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
Lactose.
No,
No,
I know.
try to
But
smooth out some
but
edges.
every beer you have has lactose in it.
Not me.
I'm saying.
What I was
you
gonna-
know who you
Pizza's
are.
so good.
What I was gonna say was
from
from the beer that
It is
I've
good.
had so far from you is you have beers that could potentially get into that gimmicky category, but they're done right.
So I'm going to
100%.
totally shift gears. I know I should be talking about augmentation
Shift
instead
them.
of
Fuck the
adjuncting,
gears.
but I want you guys to take whatever's left over here. I'm
Yep.
sure you've heard of this before because you're pizza guys. No shit. If you don't have a cast iron pan, hopefully you do. But if you don't have a cast iron pan, take your thickest bottom pan, put it on high, and just wait 10 minutes. And then tomorrow morning for breakfast, throw any of these leftover slices in that pan.
There aren't going to be left.
Do you think
over.
they're
Hold
gonna?
on,
Yeah, I was
hold
about to say there are going to be leftovers.
Bob already polished off a pie over there.
And just pull it out when the cheese, like you know how you can tell like the cheese goes from like
Yeah.
refrigerator sweat to
Yeah.
warm sweat.
Yeah.
Just pull it off at that point, and this dough, crisped, flat
Stop
on
it.
heat,
Yeah.
is
Stop
fucking-
it.
That sounds
worth,
amazing.
It's worth slowing down so you can experience it.
It's like you're making.
this re-
it's like food
This
porn.
regatta one's amazing. I'm gonna trade with you guys so you can get a.
Yeah. Did you have you had a fungi slice? It's pretty good.
This one's great. I like that one a lot, but I'm here for the pepperoni, so I'm coming down.
That
to
was
that.
legit.
Oh yeah, you got to grab that. And
I mean,
We made a fungi beer once.
This is
We
all
made a
very
beer
good.
where we.
you made a fucking ravioli beer, bro.
Yeah, but we
Ravioli
made a beer.
beer.
Wait, the fungi beer is a fun beer. So it's called My Silly Yum. Here's what we did. This is my level of what the
as a
fuck
former science student, I appreciate that.
Thank you. But if you
I missed it.
My Silly Yum is mycelium.
It's the family of
original-
mushrooms.
Okay.
Scientific.
Thanks,
name.
science guys.
Mycelia is the,
Yep.
anyway.
August
Gotcha,
Milk
guys.
honey.
But anyway, so there's a local organic mushroom guy here in town. They're fantastic.
That's why Mount County.
Does he have long
We have
hair
no
and a shaggy coat?
Well, come on.
Where's Birkenstocks?
if he didn't, would you buy mushrooms from him?
No.
I'm not talking about
was
your,
so fast.
I'm not talking about your regular gooball look. I'm talking a real farmer business.
That's
man.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a mushroom farmer business.
For sure.
Anyway, and I bet you these mushrooms are from him, but I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. So he and I are talking. He's like, "Do you ever think about mushrooms?" I was like, "All the time," but I'm a bit of
Yeah.
an idiot. So what we did was we took an
What
old
does that make us?
we took an old barrel from the brewery, we wood chipped it, and turned it into the media to grow the mushrooms on. And then we grew the mushrooms, harvested the mushrooms, dried them out. Then we took the mycelia from those wood chips and made a tea, which we used to brew the beer with. Then we pitched yeast from a beehive in my neighbor's backyard and put those dried mushrooms in at the end. And
So I zoned out, and all I heard was
No, I got the whole thing.
The background music to "Three Little Birds" by Bob Marley.
I got the whole thing. They used a barrel.
No, I got it.
I was gonna say, I'll read it back to you.
This mushroom slice is great,
what
though.
I'm telling you is I wish I had a bottle of that for you to go with this mushroom slice.
Yeah.
that would be amazing. But speaking of beers and what
I'm
you
still
created,
on this town.
why am I feeling high off of this pineapple chunk beer?
Right, so there is a little CBD in there, but it's CBD from hemp, and it's only there for aromatics.
Does not
So-
have the active
So
ingredient.
I believe one of the things that attracted me to beer 15 years ago before we started Carton was when some of the better brewers in America started really fooling around with modern hops. So Dogfish Head, Trogs Brothers, everybody in San Diego and up in San Francisco. And I was always like, why does this beer? And back then, weed wasn't legal yet. So there's kind of a regionality.
Dark days.
But there was kind of a regionality to the way weed smelled. There was Vermont weed. There was San Francisco weed. There was San Diego weed.
There was dirt weed.
There was Washington Square Park weed.
There was the $5 swag I got
Yep.
from my.
But Washington Square Park weed. But
Yeah.
so, in my opinion, that was
Yeah.
the regional imprint of IPAs back in the day. Like a Vermont IPA smelled like Vermont weed.
Yeah.
And it was, why does it smell like weed? How do we make it smell like weed? Those are the games we did. So as legal weeds come along and all these cultivars are coming along, rather than just trying to make boat smell like random weed from 15 years ago, the fun is, how do we make it smell just like the new weeds? So that's pineapple chunk, which is a strain.
Okay.
And the CBD oil, which we vacuum extract with a guy down in North Carolina from hemp, is just there for the aromatic effects to make it more like weed, but more like, you know, rich guy fancy in a store weed. Not,
This smells like a New Jersey
not talking
dispensary.
to a cop at Washington Square Park.
Bobby Axe weed, you know. Like,
But if you drink a boat,
That's
it
good.
smells like fucking 1989 dirtbag
Yes.
Colorado weed, because that's what came
Dude,
to Jersey back
that
in the
boat
day.
is boat is the goat in my eyes.
Oh,
One
thank you.
of my favorite beers of all time.
Really? That's an honor, man.
Yeah.
oh, he just
100%.
probably nutted in his pants.
Yeah, and like I'm not trying to stroke your ego because
Can we cut
like,
to the nut can?
I'm just not going to talk to either of you for a little while. I'm talking to him.
That's why
No.
we put you guys near each other.
No,
Joe's
yeah.
been going here for years. He used to
So,
live down here.
I lived in
so-
Seabright
Oh, wow.
about 10 years ago. And so when did you guys open up?
12 years ago, August.
12 years ago?
Yeah, you were at the Genesis.
Yeah, so
12 years ago,
I
August.
remember
Before you finish, there's one slice of the mushroom. Is it okay if I kill it? Anyone want it?
Polish it
I'm
polish it
living on
up.
the honey pepperoni.
Kill the pie.
Kill the pie.
Anyway, we were talking about something.
Oh, I was going to tell the origin story
Yeah.
of how. Let me finish this slice, and then it's really good.
It is really good. I mean, all three of these slices are really, really good. The sauce on the first one I had, which was the ricotta one.
The sauce is banging.
Yeah, that's a sauce. Just like I could eat the crust just as a roll, just a piece of bread, and like
Yeah,
normally
I mean,
crust
it's
is
all
like the
very
throwaway part of the pizza, but
So here's what
I
I
want to
tell
dip it
people.
in the beer. Is that wrong?
I'm sure you can. I'm interested in your opinion after you hear it.
To me, that sounds like it's wrong. It's wrong. Don't do it.
Nothing's wrong. If it makes you fucking happy, do it. I mean, it's your beer.
Every
That's
time
what's
I've done
it.
something
That's
that
what
made me
it's like.
happy,
This is
it's
how
landed me in
it
trouble.
Still. But anyway, so my family, my kid is the 8th generation of my family in America from Ireland, and all of them have lived within 5 miles of this brewery.
Wow. And it's one of my favorite places in New Jersey. This whole area. I mean, I have a soft spot because I was down the road in Seabright. So
And Seabright, if you're a young single guy in Seabright, dude,
yes, best times of my life,
That's-
honestly.
yeah,
in
that's-
Yeah,
Seabright.
did you have a story brewing?
I moved down there like 2013 post Sandy, and a lot of the businesses were still getting built back up, and it was almost kind of a dead time just because of that, because a lot of
Sandy was
businesses were
insane in
reeling,
Seabright.
right? So that was tough, but one place I was open, Carton Brewing. So my
All
buddy
you going to
came.
drink?
My buddy came
Nothing
down to
gonna
visit
stop
All you going
me.
to drink?
There was actually
Probably here drinking during Sandy. Got to hold down the fort.
there was a time just about 10 years ago I came it might have been the first time, maybe second time I came here with a friend of mine, and we walk in, right, and as soon as we walk through the door, someone has us signing a release form because they were filming an episode of Beer Geeks.
Yep.
Right, so Beer Geeks, short-lived TV show that was they would just go around to local breweries. There's this guy Michael Ferguson, just like super amazing guy, really into beer, and they were filming an episode while me and my buddy Degro, who we've had on the podcast before.
Yep.
Degro's a huge fan of the podcast. We're here and we're sitting, and actually I just come from the beach, so I'm like wearing a bright orange tank top and like swim trunks.
How appropriate.
And I'm in the background
bright
of
orange
that.
is the way to
I'm
go.
in that
Yes.
episode, the Beer Geeks episode. In the background, they actually interviewed me.
Nice.
It didn't make the show, but they interviewed
Much
me.
better now.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you
yeah,
work in
I'm-
production. You
No,
just worked on
no.
something. Have you ever worked in production?
I do. I actually own a wedding videography company, so I do wedding videos.
But you know
I'm
how many
adjacent.
drunk ants you have to cut.
Yeah,
right? Sorry, man. That's just how
exactly.
that
No,
goes.
I understand getting cut. 100%.
Your best episode's
Yeah.
never gonna make it.
I mean, the guy in the bright orange tank top and swim trunks that was like 23 years old.
I mean,
like,
it's kind of on brand with Carton. Though,
yeah,
man.
true.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, he's
But
got like 5 cars. They're all.
the,
on.
the hilarious
Hack
thing.
the numbers for our
Three orange
podcast.
Do you
cars.
do you
That's one
remember
blue
do you
car.
remember that when they were filming here, the Beer Geeks?
Sorry.
He
don't-
drinks beer for a
no?
living. Of course he doesn't
Well,
remember.
So, but we've been doing this 12 years. So I
Yeah.
definitely
It's 12
think
years
I
of
remember
It was
the
a
show
TV
you're talking about.
production. Yeah.
Yeah, but remember, I used to do
Yeah,
TV
it's not like
production.
Yeah,
it's
true.
not
So
like
you
he was
weren't,
like
like, blown away.
starstruck.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, exactly. I mean,
Like,
it's not-
I mean,
But
I
I
also,
remember
as
I-
someone that with TV background was not necessarily blown away, but it just the fact
No,
that
I
we
just
walked
mean,
in here.
We've
Yeah.
been lucky. We were the 13th brewer in New Jersey and again,
We've got a better setup than the Beer Geeks.
no
guys.
shit. But there was,
And there was
believe it or
I
not,
left a lot of lights at home.
Believe it or not, and I'm not trying to open you guys up to a cease and desist, but I distinctly remember a group of guys that called themselves Pizza and Beer
Oh,
on
Get them outta
YouTube
here.
coming in here to record me, and they had this really weird
get
like
those fucking
like
guys out of
ski
here.
pole extender with 4 GoPros on it,
Okay.
and they just drop it in the middle here. And
Get outta here.
but this is fucking 11 years ago, dude.
Okay, no, that's groundbreaking. Actually, 11
gotta
years ago,
remember-
that's groundbreaking.
I was
Well,
like,
you would just put it in
I
perspective
was like,
for
I'm
me.
looking at the future.
Yeah.
I was like, if you
That's
can
cool.
get this quality
Yeah,
image
that's legit.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
4 GoPros,
I was just mad because they took our name.
but all my
so.
friends,
Well, we killed them. We took their
Yeah.
gear
Yeah,
and
yeah.
started our podcast.
they grew up. This is some nice stuff you guys got.
So we were here. They're filming Beer Geeks, right? And they're trying to film the outro. So we're all at the bar, and the guy's standing over there, and the outro was like, and remember, here at Carton, they like to say, drink off the beaten craft, right?
Yep.
He couldn't get it right.
Because I get people wasted
fucked
as
it
you're
up.
witnessing.
He fucked it up like 10 to 15
drank on the way
times,
here.
and me and my buddy are sitting in the back corner just dying laughing, and he like he just kept going. Like at some point he was like, beat off the drinking craft. And we were just dying in the background of this video.
Did this show go up somewhere?
Oh my God.
So
can I find
it
this
was
show?
on like some obscure. It was one season on like Orca TV.
But
You
it's
got
gotta be
Orca
on
TV.
YouTube or something.
It's got
So
to be
they
out there, yeah.
broadcast it for
Yeah, it's
Killer
out there.
Whales. What's going on here?
No, like that was the name.
But
no,
I read,
Speaking of which, there's one slice left.
eat it.
kill it. Yeah.
All right.
You got it.
Are we
You
using
guys,
the kill the
you
pie
guys
graphic?
talk. I'm gonna go
Kill
get a
the
couple beers
pie.
at the other-
Kill the pie.
Beat off the drinker's craft.
no, I was like, beat off on that ass.
So honestly, no, it's kind of funny though, because anytime I think
Make
about
a shirt out
Carton,
of
like
that.
I flash back to that moment where the guy was like, beat off the drinker's craft. And it's me and Degro in the corner just trying not to laugh on the live, like, on the broadcast. Like,
How good is this
That's
fucking
funny.
pizza?
So I was just about to say,
I'm looking at
even
your
cold. I know you're not allowed to eat it cold, apparently.
No, it's delicious.
it's amazing.
This is a great fucking
It's really
pizza.
good. Bob, yeah, you polished that shit off. You
Yeah.
killed the pie. We killed the pie collectively.
I could eat 5 more of these.
I lived in New Haven, Connecticut, which
Pizza capital of the world.
Pizza capital of the world, or at least of America.
The universe.
And it's got the char, right? You got to have the char. A proper Neapolitan pie has
Yeah.
char. 'Cause that's part
Great
of
char.
flavor.
Yeah.
And then my wife doesn't like it as much, but I like the chew of the crust. So it's
Oh, yes,
like, it's-
100%.
like she likes it super thin
Yeah.
because the style in New Haven is a little bit different.
Yep.
But this is reminiscent for New Haven. But the chew and the dough and the yeastiness of this dough.
Yes.
I wonder, like, if they must have a mother starter down there.
Mm-hmm.
But this is really good, and just a combination. Anyway, so that's my little pizza thing. Can't
No.
believe you were here. You lived in Seabright.
10 years ago.
I mean, we've worked together, but we don't have time to talk about shit.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll cut it
We're
all out.
hustling and bustling.
Bob will cut it out when he loses the
More
competition.
beer. This looks hazy.
I do feel like a weird buzz from this pineapple.
I can't
beer
see
here.
through it.
Does that hang the DJ?
No, that is drip.
Oh,
Drip.
Augie's getting us drunk, guys.
you're getting yourself.
That's what
Guys.
happens when you have like
Yeah.
36 different
Augie's
flavors
really
of beer on
presenting
tap.
beer.
Augie's presenting.
So-
He's not saying we have to drink them. But
So what? But
I don't wanna be
one of
rude.
the things I advise people is, look, if you
Drink
drink
early and
enough,
often.
if you drink enough to want to open a brewery, you have to consider how dangerous it is to make beer taste exactly the way you think beer should taste.
wow.
Because you're
There you
not
go.
going to start drinking less, right? That's Marvy just told you. Like, he goes to events with me. He's like, you had 17 beers tonight. I'm like, yeah, because I fucking love those beers. But you guys had the idea to
Sky.
have a We Drink on Camera podcast. You knew what
that's true.
fucking path you were walking down long
that
before
is
you
true.
met Augie Carton.
That is
we did
100%.
start
I
that
wasn't like,
pandemic.
let's see if I can get the
Yeah.
beer podcast
Yeah.
guys
No,
drunk.
it's like,
It's not hard.
That's 100%
Smithers,
true.
Let's see if we get those little boys
It's not
drunk.
hard. So the real question though is so I've worked on commercial spots with Jim Cook at Sam Adams,
Right on.
and that dude, he takes like enzymes to break down all
No,
the beer he
doesn't.
drinks.
That's 100% lies.
That's
Lie.
what I was
That's
told.
100% lies. So what you heard was he very drunk one night.
Debunk the Jim.
Very, very drunk
me.
one night, claimed that if you took a teaspoon of bread yeast
Okay.
before you went out, it would metabolize the beer.
I saw that episode of
Interesting.
Batman.
What's so fucking stupid about that?
Okay.
He's here to
From
debunk
a guy who
that
sells
myth.
beer.
Hey, I'll take it.
Is
That dude almost
what-
ran away with my my
This-
lav mic.
Is what yeast
Motherfucker.
what yeast eats is sugar. It has
Yeah.
no effect on alcohol. As a matter of fact, alcohol kills yeast, and bread yeast
Interesting.
dies very early in the alcohol process, which is why it's bread yeast and not beer or wine yeast. Right? Every time
Yeah.
every time you use yeast, so the joke I make when kids take the tour of the brewery is when you feed bugs sugar, they fart beer.
Yeah.
Right? So if yeast is your bugs, when they're metabolizing
Wait,
sugar,
kids,
they're
like
making
from the
CO2
school
and
right there.
alcohol.
You're
Sometimes.
across the street from the school.
From the elementary school.
that's the
and the police station.
I wanted to ask you about that because I'm sure a lot of people come up and are like, "What's going on with this school over there?" So that's the local.
School's been there longer than us.
Ah, no way. Well,
matter
I
of
mean,
fact,
no,
at-
actually, I do believe that.
At
But
one point, this was the board of ed. This was the board of ed.
okay.
Still is.
Yeah.
So do kids come and
Oh yeah.
tour the
Well,
brewery?
parents come and bring their
Yeah.
kids, and you
Yeah.
got to entertain the kids, unless you're a dick. So I tell them stories. But so but that's the joke. And the joke is when you feed sugar to yeast, you're creating carbon dioxide and alcohol. With bread, you're keeping the CO2 and cooking off the alcohol. Right? That's what makes the bread rise. With
Yep.
beer, you're keeping both. And with wine, you're keeping the alcohol and releasing the CO2. The different yeasts have different tolerances as a result. Bread
Just
yeast
like different
dies. Bread yeast dies very early in alcohol solution, which is why it's bread yeast. So to pretend that bread
So that
yeast
theory
is
is
somehow
bullshit.
minimizing the effect of alcohol on your liver
Interesting.
is just preposterous.
That's
However,
what they told us.
what he does is drink responsibly and stay sober when everybody else is around him is getting wasted on his beer. And then he needed to make up a myth for that instead of saying, no, I don't drink 50 beers.
Because what they told us is that every beer batch that they brew for Sam Adams, which is 5 breweries across the country, he tries before it goes
I
out.
believe that, and he should.
And every time I've worked
Do
with
you
him,
do you try out everything that goes out?
Every
But,
single
yeah.
thing we make. I
I
have
would-
to.
I
I'm the
would believe
brewmaster.
that, Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
But what you're saying is
Go
not
ahead.
as hard as you think because you're not conceiving scale. A batch of Sam Adams for 10 states is a tank.
yeah, that's
True.
true.
So if you get the first bottle off
Yeah.
that line and drink it,
Interesting.
you're like,
I'm
I'm good
glad
with
I'm getting
that.
this
I mean,
perspective now.
it's like a wine
Yeah.
tasting, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you go to a wine tasting, you could taste 200. You don't drink 200 wines, but you
Yeah.
taste them, right? So
I would drink 200 wine.
Well, that's your fault,
Do you
Bob.
not remember? Part of what I'm always talking about is the time I drank 200 wines. You'll love this. It ties together Seabright.
Can we do- can we do that podcast?
Yeah, we need to do that
It
podcast.
ties together Seabright, right? It's
Yeah.
when I was a bartender at Goodside, which is now the defunct concrete building that used to be Mad Hatter.
Oh, the Mad Hatter. That was such a tragedy for Sandy, too, because we
Is
had
Mad
the Mad
Hatter
Hatter.
not a thing anymore? Am I
So
like
It's an
way
empty
behind on
shell
shit?
of a
That's
building.
where we used to go to the Tiki
Wow.
bar behind the Mad Hatter.
That's where I was a bartender. That was
Yes.
my bar.
Did you
The
serve
first
me?
year? No, you,
back then.
You're way
No,
too young.
I was
did this
dead.
in, like,
I was
92.
not born.
You weren't dead. You were the opposite.
When he was
Whoa,
working-
what's the difference?
Pre-living.
What's
when
the
he was
difference?
working at McLuhan's, I was working at the good side, which became the Mad Hatter and all that.
Yeah.
But I was, 21 to learn. So I'd actually do a couple kitchen shifts. I'd do a couple waiter shifts. And then on the weekends, I did that third bar because back then it wasn't the bar. You know what I mean? It was overflow bar. But anyway, the reason I'm telling the story is they knew I loved wine. They knew I was a guy. Like, hey, one of our distributors invited us to this wine tasting in New York. Do you want to go for us? You're allowed to buy a case of wine. I was like, sure, let's do it. I get up there, and what it is one of those 1993 Cali Cab pre-Parker tastings. So it's everybody in Napa arranged
That's not even
alphabetically,
pre-Parker. That's full on Parker.
right? From
Era.
Arnius or whatever to ZD,
Yeah.
alphabetically in a circle
Oh my God.
with 3 wines each. Vintage cab, reserve cab, last year's reserve cab. And they're just trying to sell wine, right? I'm brand new to tasting. I'm reading all my books. I'm spitting every wine, right? I'm like, doing. And I'm totally like textbook learning my shit tasting. And at the end, I buy 1 case of wine as I was permitted, and it gets delivered to the bar. And I'm, this is me, my first delve into tastemaker and wine.
Yeah.
And I fucking hated the wine. And what I figured out was in that type of tasting, no matter how good you are, no matter how much you control yourself, the outlier is the thing that's remarkable in the tasting. So the one that was, so back then, before Parker sweetened everything up,
Dude, that's full on Parker, 93, 94. That's like
that's
straight
before
Parker.
people
Listen
were
to these wine
micro-oxidizing
guys.
at hang time.
Listen to
for
these wine
Parker.
guys,
I
Bob.
This is when
know what's
Parker's
happening.
making his name. This isn't when
Who's
Parker's
Parker?
moving the needle. Anyway,
The guys that made Monopoly.
Hold on, let me
No,
finish the story.
Since
Let me
85,
finish
wines
the
have been
story.
Parker
Brothers.
Brothers.
Let me starting to be. What I'm saying is they're not sweet yet. They're not fucking Turley Zin.
Turley Zin is not
Stop.
sweet
Turley
per
Zin.
se.
Turley Zin.
I love,
gonna
I
fucking
love
chocolate
these wine
cake.
guys. I love it. I love it.
I've only drank in box wine. I've never had it out of a bottle.
But anyway, so what I'm saying is, what I realized is back then,
true.
the flavor profiles that were really in there was cassis currant, pencil,
Eucalyptus,
cedar,
pencil
cedar,
shavings.
all that shit, and some vanilla,
need a
some vanilla
translator.
tack. So the one I got
We're gonna
was
throw up
all
some
of
translations
those
on.
too many, and if your palate wasn't exhausted, it was too big. It didn't go with food. It was a fucking cocktail wine, and I'd bought it to go with a menu. I'd fucked up, but I learned that, and that's why when I make fun of people for their Great American Beer Awards and all that, I'm like, look, you've either made something so out of style
For sure.
that it stood out in a crowd, or so middling that it stood out in a crowd. And I never want to do either one of those things. Good for you. I don't think there's any art in an art contest. Go enter your contest and get those awards. But if your job is creating your flavors in your art,
Yep.
you can't make everybody happy, and you can't make one guy happy.
You don't want
gotta
to be
make-
outstanding at that point, right?
You know what I mean? Like, I feel
Yeah.
like the perfect
You've made
untapped
one
rating
guy
is like
happy.
3.8. Thank you.
couple guys, couple dudes, in fact.
made two dudes happy.
For those who may go down a road of like, who's Robert Parker Jr. was an attorney, and he became the preeminent wine critic.
And he
Yeah,
wrote
this is the background we
amazing
need.
songs for Ghostbusters.
This is background our folks at home need, but I do appreciate the deep dive into
Us wine
world.
geeking. I warned
No,
you
I
guys.
love that.
But
I
it's
love
Like,
that.
you guys, we
Yeah.
don't know anything about beer. I was like, oh, good. We don't talk about beer.
But that's you need to understand.
We know less about
I got
wine.
into wine.
I used to
through
make
beer.
some though.
So through lambics. I mean, the first time I had a lambic, right?
Fucking A, dude.
Oh my god,
Yeah, I'm
right? It's
about-
life changing.
I love
right?
the lambics,
And
yeah.
so, for me, as a wine guy, and then reading what's that, the complete book of beer or whatever. Yeah. Reading that book.
Wait, Bernstein's book I gave you,
Yeah, yeah,
or an older
yeah,
book?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's Jeff Bernstein's.
Bears.
No, it's somewhere over there. We'll find it.
It's
A
very
lot of
nice.
books in this room. I don't.
So
see
we
it
just
from
dumb
here.
But that's
things.
still
We just
around?
dumb things down
No,
for our
I
listeners.
love that.
That's Berenstein.
I was going to
Bernstein.
say,
That's right.
are we in
That's
the
right.
rift? Are we in the Berenstein rift?
Berenstein. This is
Berenstein.
But he talks about lambics, and he talks about
Who knows,
things going
Bob?
on at the Russian River Brewing Company, and which was actually started by Randy Meyer, who is a winemaker way back in the day. And Randy Meyer now works up in the
Started by Vinny and Natalie, funded by Randy.
Scott-a-da.
So very different.
But when you think about, there's this whole thing in wine now, natural wines. I make a lot of fucking fun of natural wines because they're not predictable. But in lamb, it's fine in a beer because they're not trying to be wine, right? So understanding spontaneous fermentation, I actually learned I learned a lot about wine and fermentation through beer fermentation, and the study of lambics. So listen. At the end of the day, like my buddy Jeremy says, who's a winemaker, is like, it'll get you drunk, right? But how are you getting there? Are you getting there? What flavor profile? What's the experience? Who are you tasting? Who are you sharing it with? Right? These poor boys got to drive home, man.
They're not going to make
No, we're good. We're good.
Just so you know, and this is a big.
This is the
Carton
most
secret.
sophisticated we've gotten for our audience ever.
and I enjoy it, and I think the folks at home will enjoy it as well. Because,
Folks at home.
yeah.
Folks at home.
We do.
So we have,
Cheers to the
we have
Wait,
a
folks
did
at
drinking
you
home.
guys call your fans?
The folks at home, and whenever we
That's
say
what
it, we
you call?
we
Yeah,
drink.
I've got. I should have wore the T-shirt. It has.
I
says
almost
folks at
wore the
home.
folks at home T-shirt.
Yeah.
I would have worn it.
All my.
brought it.
Yeah. We should
Got out
have.
of that
Did you
black
bring the
hoodie.
shirts, Joe?
I didn't.
What's wrong with the black hoodie?
Did you
Nothing
not
wrong
bring
with the
the
black
shirt?
Don't
hoodie.
hate on
We're
black.
out of
I'm not
shirt.
hating on the black
We
hoodie.
out
got
of
we got
shirts?
ran out of shirts and merch
All right,
at,
we'll have to ship them some shirts.
Oktoberfest. We're gonna ship you guys some.
Are we ready for a segment, by the way, or is we just blown past?
Have we
it?
blown? I think we have blown.
But
like,
can't you guys
flown
tighten
past.
it up and fit it back in?
we could.
No, this is all great. We wanted in the show.
It was all good stuff.
Oh,
we do
God.
have. We
You
did
guys
have.
do it
didn't know.
anyway?
Let's
But
just
wait, I was,
do it
I was
anyway.
making an offer you should hear. So the little known fact about this place is we're not actually open tonight, which is why we're in here on a
Yes.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about opening on Tuesdays. I'll get your opinions of that later. But
Open up.
there is at least one or two. There's at least
50-50
one or
split.
two of those weird basement couches you see around here that pull out.
Oh.
Because for the first
Say no more.
5 years, for
That's
the
where we're
first
at.
5
Tomorrow
years I was working here, I needed a place to sleep.
100%.
So there is a suitcase. I'm sorry. There's a sleeping bag, 2 pillows, and 2 mattresses hidden in this room. If you can't get home,
We might take you up on that. Because this drip.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about this drip because it's
right.
very good. And
I'm glad you like it.
actually, similar notes to boat. Or am I just being an idiot?
yes and no. So all the above. So
me
we
in
were
my
just talking
place.
about Parker, who is blamed for ruining wine, but what
Saved it.
What he
What's
really
the
did.
what's the percentage on this drip?
7. It's just an IPA.
Oh, okay, just 7%.
just
You're okay.
So
Bob.
in
just
Car-
7%. We're driving home. It's
in
okay.
carton
7%.
lore,
good.
in carton lore, sub
fucked.
6.5 is a pale ale. 6.5 to 7.5 is IPA. 7.5 to 10 is double, and above 10 is triple.
I like that. I
For
like that
pale
math.
ales and IPAs. But so that's, I mean, it's not 6.5, but it's only 7, right? If you're drinking a 6%
I got you, yeah.
IPA, somebody's lying to you in the first place, right?
Yep.
That's a pale ale.
That's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
with a wine. If the shit says it's 15% alcohol, it's 17.5 because you get taxed when you go over certain
No,
amounts.
if it says 17.5, you're fucked. Because that, so there's a 3% margin for error.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
a tax break at 17.5. So if you have to write 17.5 on your fucking thing, you're way over 24.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And that's in wine.
that's
And
in wine.
and we're not talking port. We're talking
We're talking
like a late
Turley's in.
late harvest.
18%. I've never had a Turley's in that was under 18%.
Oh my God, Tegan is
That
making
is
the
They're getting
wines. He's
taxed for that.
dialed them down.
You're getting
So-
taxed for that percentage, yeah.
Well, that's part.
right.
I mean, this is the beer geek. So in Britain why what boat is a session ale, which is an ode to British ales because you got taxed for having a certain amount of alcohol.
I'm a,
Yeah.
wow.
So
I do,
that's-
and it's one of my reasons why I love boat, and I'm a boat fanboy and a session fanboy. Is like
You're making me blush.
I'm
Yeah.
a boat motherfucker. Don't you
no,
ever
well,
forget.
Thank
I
you.
have that T-shirt.
I'm riding on a dolphin, doing
That
flips and
T-shirt I
shit.
have.
No way. I was
I
just
don't
saying,
have
it's,
a folks
I
at
watched
home.
that Saturday
yeah,
Live episode.
we got to
live,
get
by
them
the
with
way.
folks at home. Drink. Cheers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Folks
Cheers,
at home.
folks at home.
I don't have that T-shirt, but I gotta. I'm on.
We'll get Augie a folks at home T-shirt. But because I
I'm in my
like
swing
the
trumps,
reason I like
wearing
boat.
flippy
He said my
floppies.
swing
trumps.
trumps.
Swing
He said
trumps?
swing trumps.
Oh,
I don't know what. I don't know what you put in this beer.
that boy another beer.
guys,
Now
I'm
we
ready.
know.
guys, we gotta rein this in. I was gonna say the reason
No.
I like boat,
Dude.
you
Why
can
do you
drink
like
it
boat?
without getting this drunk.
That's
the
Failed. Failed.
Is no, it does give you that a similar
Put me in a
taste
carton and
profile,
ship me home.
Similar taste profile to drip, but without the 7% push.
All right,
which
so
was
let's talk
we
about that.
kinda-
So
yeah.
one of the nice things you guys were saying, I think,
Said something nice.
if I remember right, was we were talking about like how that pizza seemed like it would be gimmicky, then it was awesome. And a lot of the
Exactly.
things I do feel like they could be gimmicky, but I
Exactly.
try to keep that in control.
Yeah.
And I believe that's because we've been doing our kind of food flavors fuckery for 12 years. We're not new to the game.
Yeah.
But we also
Very early in the game, honestly.
but we're looking to kind of inspirations of beer flavors and then to augment them, not adjunct them, right? So
Yep.
do you know that old saying about if you want to diet, live on the outside of the supermarket, not the processed
yeah.
food in the middle?
But they,
Yeah, the outside house. Yeah.
But what I'm saying
they
is,
figured
My
it
gym
out.
says
but what I'm
that.
saying is when I say something reminds me of raspberry,
Yep.
I mean the fruit on the outside of the aisle, not
Yes.
the candy in the middle.
Yeah. For
and I
sure.
feel like a lot of people.
What about snozberries?
The snozberries taste like snozberries. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I believe a lot of people read raspberry and they want that flavor, that blue candy flavor.
Yeah.
And I get that. And there's probably a reason for that type of fuckery, but it's not. I'm much more interested in the magic the 4 ingredients do alone.
Yeah.
And then fucking around with that.
Yep.
So the pineapple chunk you had is not meant to taste like pineapple chunks. It's meant to be a beer that drinks like a beer that you want to drink 5 of, that reminds
true.
you of
Yeah.
the weed called pineapple chunk.
Yeah.
The problem is I'm terrible at explaining that to people who aren't drinking my beer for free and paying close attention to me.
Yeah.
So maybe you
I guess we don't
guys
have to
could
pay
go
for this.
past- Oh, if we
shit,
were
I thought we
running a
were running up a tab.
If we were running a tab, you guys would be in trouble, and I would have
Fuck.
asked every beer. These are all on me.
Podcast is over.
All right, so drip. So
We
drip
mortgaged our houses.
So drip is, you said hazies, and much like Parker wines became a pejorative in the wine world,
Yeah.
hazies has become a pejorative in the beer world, and I don't think that's fair.
No,
because when you're drinking, you should be happy, and if big chocolatey red wines make you happy, you don't need to learn about angles and linear shit and all that.
No.
But for me, I learned to drink beer, stealing beer from my dad. And when I was 6, I hated it. When I was 8, I was confused by it. When I was 10, I was like, maybe there's something here. When I was like 14, I was drinking dad's beers. And my friends were like, I hate beer. And I was like, well, you'll grow into it. You know what I mean? So I need there
That's
to be.
why Susie's with me. Because I've got the beer.
But
You don't have a refined palate yet.
what I'm saying is, so that's the problem. I love juicy beers. I love how they make me feel. I love what they make me think.
Yeah.
But I also need them to be beer. So our trick for drip was to take the yeast from Boat and put it in a proper New England IPA like Whaler
Yep.
and kind of meet in the middle. And like you said, sweet enough to be juicy, but dry enough to be beer. So unlike beer roulette, where you buy a 4-pack from 10 different breweries, you open them
Yeah.
all up and try to remember which was your favorite in the morning. I'm hoping you can just buy 4 4-packs of this and each drink 3 or 4 and go to bed. That's what the New Jersey IPA is about.
Yeah.
And then the joke is it's a little bitter and a little salty, but better than the other 49 states.
Jersey.
I love that. I love that.
What are we doing, Joe? Are we going to
Weren't
the
you going to do a
segment?
segment?
let's do a segment. Let's do a
I'm
segment.
here for the
Fuck it.
game.
Come on, we're in it. We're in it.
This is going to be our longest episode.
Augie is just making me happy. He's saying
You're welcome to cut this shit down.
Augie's saying all the things that I want to hear out of a guy.
I was
that
ready
brews
to
beer,
come
honestly.
here and
You're
just shit on
welcome.
your beer, but it's really good. And I really like it, and there's nothing
Thank
I
you.
can do.
Thank
Lager
you.
bullshit.
Thank you, MJ, for setting
It's,
this up.
it's
'cause
totally
we're-
like, remember those Kobe ads where people are like, oh, fuck you, Kobe's like, you're welcome.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
100, like exactly, because I mean,
Listen, I could have came to your place. We could have got some pizza.
Yeah.
We'd have drank some beers.
We could
It'd have been a
still
great
do
time. We
that.
could still do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do this
No,
again.
but coming
I love
and
this
just listening, like
This
are you
is the
doing
best
tomorrow?
Tuesday I've had since last week.
hey, that's high praise for us. That's high praise.
We'll
Wasn't
take
it
that.
rainy and cold last week? I mean, that's a
So-
low
was.
bar,
You
but
know
still.
what radiant cold means in my house?
It means you get to stay home and drink.
Fire,
Yep.
Netflix, weed pad.
There you go.
Hey, that sounds
go.
that sounds like a good day to me.
There you go.
So,
Who goes there?
It's all right. They'll figure it out.
you want to be on the show?
No, I think it's open.
Welcome to
Oh,
the podcast.
Can I help you? It's
Hey,
all
you guys
we're
wanna be on
not-
the podcast?
we're not officially open, but hold on. I'll tell you what. Sorry about
Hey,
that.
we got some
So now we got
stragglers
some time to do
here.
a segment here.
All right, jump on.
open on Tuesday.
This segment is called
So we got some
Random Ass Dudes hopping into the bar.
For the folks at home, we just classic. They're closed right now, and we just got some stragglers that just walked in thinking they were open, which is pretty classic. Oh, dude, Augie just
Oh,
Augie is
hooking it up.
Thanks, guys. Sorry.
I have become an Augie fan just from sitting here.
dude.
Is there a fan club?
I just we're
Start the fan
subscribed.
club?
We're subscribed.
Follow Life Coach Augie on
Everybody
Instagram.
hates me because I say mean shit. Like you should grow up and drink Pilsner.
Yeah, and I swear to God, like I don't want to stroke your ego, and I don't want to.
I do.
But I have become an Augie fan, and maybe that's because Augie is feeding me beer, and I'm
Maybe it's
enjoying
because
the
you got
beer.
a free shirt.
And maybe I got a free shirt.
One of the
and
oldest
maybe,
tricks in the world.
He's fucking. He's really good to drink with.
but you know,
He's
he's
really
a
fun to
great guy to
drink
drink with, and he's telling me all the things I want to hear about craft beer. And speaking of craft beer and drinking off the beaten craft,
That's
which I'm
right.
not gonna fuck up like the beer geeks, we do we do have a segment.
That's right.
It's a trivia, and it's drink off the beaten craft trivia. It's craft related trivia, and we're going
Anything craft
Augie
related.
versus MJ, head to head,
good for you.
mano a mano.
But I can't jump.
The winner gets extra merch sent to
white
them
man.
because we ran out of merch.
Go.
All right, segment time,
Yeah,
guys.
segment time.
We're
Here we
running
go.
so long.
Off the beaten craft trivia, and we are off the beaten path here on this episode.
So we
and I'm loving it.
normally have buzzers where you can buzz in. I forgot the buzzers, guys. I'm
I'll just
sorry.
shout. Really
Son of a
loud.
bitch.
So we're gonna do trivia. It's craft themed trivia. That doesn't mean that's craft beer. That doesn't mean that's craft
Anything.
macaroni and cheese. It could be anything.
Twine art?
It's craft whatever.
I was
Just craft.
twining
Just
last
craft.
night.
Let's go.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So it's every question's multiple choice, but if you want to chime in before we read the multiple choice, you feel like you know it,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
for it.
Whenever you want to chime in,
Go
just give
for
us
it.
a shout and we'll
Go for it.
count
Iron Man.
Yep. Craft
so
trivia.
we're just gonna. I'm gonna start it off because I'm gonna start off. So question number 1: the word hangover in Norwegian translates directly to what?
Scottish salmon.
No.
Is it?
What's sad is
Word hangover in Norwegian translates directly to what? Is it A, fish on the brain, B, carpenters in the head, C, troll's headache, or D, Thor's hammer?
I think it's Troll's headache.
Ooh, uh-oh.
No?
It's
Fish on
Thor's
the-
hammer.
No.
fish on the
Wow.
Is it a
And
fish?
double ant.
Carpenters in the head.
Damn.
Wow, I thought Augie
So,
had
all right,
it
so
in the
here's
book.
why I fucked up. In Sweden, it's some really long word of accurate description.
Everything in
Divorce,
Swedish
divorce,
is,
divorce.
is
But it's like
long words.
It's like the feeling of
Yeah.
general malaise followed by, you know what I mean? Like,
When
it's like,
yeah, that's how they do it in Sweden.
Yeah.
I was
That's
like,
exactly
makes
how they do it
sense.
in Sweden.
damn it.
Wow. All right. So
I did say Swedish Museum, but my
0-0.
kids would know
0-0.
that.
no
Carpenters
credit
in your
for
head.
Swedish museums.
All right.
Go on.
Which state ranks dead last in the number of craft breweries per capita? Is it A, Montana, B, North Dakota, C, Mississippi, or D, New Jersey?
So here's the problem.
I know what I
I
would say.
think it's us for a bunch of reasons.
No.
But the
No
problem
way
is,
is it New
the
Jersey.
problem is it's
No chance
it's
in hell.
one of the Bible.
Here go.
Belt
The
states.
problem is
It's one of the Bible. Belt
Mississippi's
states.
in there, so I'm saying C,
Yeah.
Mississippi.
That's what I
go
would
with
say.
Mississippi.
And that is the right answer.
That's what I would say, MJ.
That
Ding,
was,
ding,
that was
ding.
a, that was a
Belt
fucking
state.
no-brainer.
Yeah, that was a
Definitely Bible
layup.
Belt state.
Mississippi, you think they got as
yeah.
many craft breweries as New
Exactly.
Jersey?
Yeah,
Not
but
a
New
fucking
Jersey
shot.
has 7 million people, and Mississippi has 12.
Oh, is it per
You're thinking-
capita?
Yes.
It's per capita, but you're
Ooh.
thinking
It still
way
don't
too
matter. It's
tall.
fucking
New
Mississippi.
Jersey,
It's
New
Mississippi.
Jersey's still
New
high on the
Jersey's
list.
current population is 8.6 million people.
Very true, but
Yeah.
there's
We got a lot of breweries now.
8.6 million
That's the legal
breweries.
population of New Jersey.
That's
But there's
fair enough.
there's
To
12
challenge
people in
I just
Mississippi.
told
12
you.
people in Mississippi, and apparently they only have one brewery.
They have one brewery. We have
And it's not so
8.6
good.
million breweries
The
in New
Mississippi
Jersey.
Mud.
So
They
we
have
have-
the Mississippi Mud.
We have thanks to our current situation of waiting to sign a bill, we have 17 less breweries today in October than we did in January
Yeah.
in New Jersey.
That sucks.
I bet you that number's changed.
Not enough, not enough for the answer.
Are my
not to be
stats
wrong.
legit?
Your stats are
Yeah,
legit.
no,
It's
his,
Mississippi.
his stats
They're
are
probably
bullshit.
not. All right. Question number 3. Which of the following breweries makes a craft macaroni and cheese double cheesy IPA?
I'm never going to know this.
Is it A, Yingling, B,
No.
Bolero Snort, C, Carton, or
Nope.
D, none of the above?
So it's
D,
Dave.
none of
None
the above.
None of the above. Who is it?
This is none of the above.
Yingling fucks with Hershey, right?
Yeah, Yingling had to.
Yingling
We
fucks
had
with
that on the
Hershey.
Yep.
podcast. It was
Bolero
garbage.
never fucks with anybody, but they do everybody's shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would never brand something like that.
Yeah. So none of the above.
Yeah.
Who is it?
I think Augie got it first.
Does anybody?
I don't know. I think I was a tie.
No, it's none of the above.
Or was it? But does anyone do it?
No.
Oh.
It's a meme on Instagram though. There's like a can and everything.
I thought you would be like, no,
But you've
it's
seen
none of
that.
the above. It's
like
this
when they're
one.
like-
Yeah.
It's like here's the
There
new,
is like,
Yeah.
but
here's
you know
the
what?
new Oreo.
But
And
there's
it's like,
sadly,
Yeah.
you
there
know,
is
New Balance
Augie,
and Sweat.
There is a double stuffed
I've had that one. It's
Oreo
pretty good.
fucking barefoot Merlot or whatever the fuck.
Check if
And
that's
we
real.
had the
That's
Hershey's.
what I just said.
No,
Those
we did
Oreos
have
are-
No,
the,
that's-
we did have
The Yingling Hershey-
Yingling Hershey's lager. It was garbage.
Sucked.
It was just
It just
sucked.
tastes like they stuck like a couple bricks of Hershey's chocolate in a beer
Sorry,
and shook it up
Yingling.
with their
So-
thumb.
Yeah.
You
So-
can't even call Hershey's chocolate in my
Yeah.
opinion.
No.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not really chocolate.
Ooh.
He's got the family out
Later
in
on, when
Switzerland,
people
so we know the
watch
good
it,
shit.
they're gonna be like, Augie's the snob. That shit was
Nah,
snobby.
man.
That's some
Yo,
snob
do you
shit.
like
and
Hershey's?
that's why
Eat your fucking.
That's
heart.
why I'm the black wine guy. I don't fuck around.
Dude,
Yeah.
I just want people to
You
be
think the
happy.
black
I just
wine
want
guy
to have
fucks
fun.
around, guys?
I think
Folks
he
at home?
does fuck
You think he
around.
fucks
I mean,
around?
if I drink Moscato,
I think he drinks some wine
if
and
I
then
drink
fucks
Moscato,
around.
it's a $30 bottle of Moscato.
I
man.
would suggest.
I respect
no
that.
I
barefoot
would
shit.
suggest he only
respect
fucks
that.
around. By the way, Kanye at one point talked about Moscato, and I was like, it's the one with the fucking rhino on the label. Anyway, go on.
All right,
All right,
Bob,
I
hit
think
him.
we're 1-1 right now. Are we 1-1?
Are we? Wait, did
I
Augie
don't
get
know.
one?
Yeah, we'll throw
I think we're
him.
1-0.
I'll take zero.
I'll throw Augie.
He got Mississippi. He got none of the above.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
said-
We
I
are
thought we
1-1.
said
There's,
zero.
We're 1-1. My fault.
so when I die and they bury me, my tombstone will say,
If you die.
when I die and they
You're
bury
a god, Augie Carton.
me, my tombstone
You
will
are a
absolutely
beer
say, often wrong,
Maybe-
always confident.
Love that. I love that.
So it's
Augie's gonna
it's
die off the
100%
beaten
safe.
craft.
I will
Yeah.
not get a 0 point, and later on you'll be
I
like,
feel like
"That
you drink
Augie."
enough
No,
boats,
it's 1-1.
you might just live
All
forever.
right, it's 1-1.
1-1.
I'll take
Yep.
zero.
Question number 4.
It's all good.
I'll take 40 love.
There we go. I'm a big tennis fan. What was the name of the beer that was brewed on the Drew Carey show? Was it A, Cleveland Rocks, B, Buzz Beer, C, Mimi Brew, or D, The Price is Right?
Ooh, I know
Oh, that's
this
fucked
one.
up. I'm gonna go with Mimi Brew.
Cleveland rocks.
And Buzz
Wow.
beer.
Buzz Beer is a
Wow.
coffee beer combo.
Yep.
Buzz Beer.
I know this
They
because
brewed
we,
it in their
we
basement.
played a game
Yeah, we
earlier.
did.
It was,
And I got it
that was
right.
the answer.
So wait, they
yeah.
made Four Loko?
Buzz beer.
Before Four Loko existed.
Yeah. Yep.
I doubt it.
And
True,
I,
Before
not to
Lu-
brag, actually to brag, in college completed the Four Loko challenge, which is four
Was
Four
that
Locos in an hour.
pre-pro? Was that pre-prohibition?
Yeah.
That was the OG. I'm
I
one of
passed
those.
out and woke up 2 days
You
later.
know, one of
Respect.
those killed like one or two
How
would
you
kill
will after
somebody.
this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were
Right.
nasty as hell.
To be fair, the reason we believe we might have missed the first half hour of recording tonight is because of that night.
Exactly. 100%. Exactly.
We got so much good stuff.
So
We'll
much
use
good
what we
stuff. Who
got.
cares about that half hour?
Are we even recording
Cut
now?
it.
Let's
I
recut
don't know.
it.
It's all cut.
I don't know.
We haven't been rolling on
That
any
would
of
be
this. It's
classic.
just for
All right,
fun.
You guys ready?
All right.
You guys ready? Let's
It's all
go.
off the script.
We can just hang out. I'm having a good time. I don't care if
I'm
it
glad.
goes in there.
So to be fair, that's all I care about, right?
Yes.
Sorry to
Us
digress,
too.
but
No, it's us too.
let's just have a good fucking time and drink some beers like people did.
Yep.
That's what our
all
show
of
is.
time.
That's literally that's our podcast. Is
thanks
hang
for
out
bringing
and
it to
have a good
us.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Marvin and I
absolutely.
are always looking for an excuse to get
Well,
turned in
he
the brewery.
caught wind of what we do, and he's like, dude, we got to do something. We got to do something.
Yeah.
Is that how that happened?
I don't know. But it is now.
I don't know. You tell us.
But it's
We're
all-
here.
Now it's on the internet.
Now it's,
Now
now
it's
it's,
on
on,
that.
it's,
Right on
on,
the internet.
it's on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Napster.
Folks at
Anyway,
home, check the
said Napster.
description. It's all there.
Napster would be a good
It is
thing
on
to put
Napster. I don't know why,
It
but
is.
it is.
Well, it's you put it
Somebody's
on.
bootlegging your shit on
Napster still
Napster?
fucking
It's there.
exists.
It's
I love
literally
that
there.
Napster's gonna Napster. No
Hey.
matter what.
No, it's
50
there.
years later.
You can't
Napster's
stop
like,
you're-
I'll
Napster.
bootleg that.
if you're being bootlegged, you've made it.
That's right.
You know, I'm the #2 food podcast in Iceland.
Wow.
That's
Every
almost
now and then
impressive.
we get these dumb stats.
I was gonna say.
But remember before, at
Yeah.
some point, we were having some the Mississippi, New Jersey conversation.
Yeah.
I was
That
like,
was like 2
number
minutes
2
ago.
food podcast in
Yeah.
Iceland. And my buddy was like, not a lot of people in Iceland. I'm like, well, more listen
There
to
still
my
are
show.
people in
than-
Iceland.
Yeah.
There's
Yep.
more people in Iceland than
That was
there's
my
really
favorite
cool
stat
people
ever.
in Iceland.
Number 2 food
Hey, that's a
podcast
big
in
stat. That's a
Iceland
big
is.
stat.
They
I
don't
want
eat
that
in Iceland, they
t-shirt.
fast.
We're not even on the map in Iceland.
Somehow
The
we're
ice-
on question 8 and it's 1-1. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. What's
This
going
is
on
us.
here?
We got
This is us doing
Switzerland.
us.
though.
I
We got
still have
Switzerland.
questions over here, and they're way
Yeah,
harder.
okay. All right. My last question. 2 years ago,
A friend
Dave-
of mine asked me to sing some MC rhymes. So,
My God, we're so off the rails, guys.
Now they got to monetize this
I know.
podcast.
There's going to be a part
we don't
two.
we don't
There's going to be a
monetize.
part
We
2,
bleed
3.
money into this podcast.
Nice.
Anyway,
sounds like a typical podcast.
I believe you guys are going to
Great.
be my highest electric bill in 12 years of running this brewery.
Cheers. Yeah. Yeah, we have
That's fine.
5,000 cameras and a bunch of
Everything-
lights plugged in.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of light.
anyway.
All right.
Thank
my
you
God.
for
We are
the
running
soft
so
diffusion.
late.
Yeah,
Thank you for the soft
Yeah,
diffusion.
you know.
Old men need the
Yes.
soft diffusion.
Intimate, you know. So 2 years ago, Dave Portnoy visited a place in Chicago called Kraft Pizza. What rating did he give that pizza?
Who's Dave Portnoy?
Was it A, 8.5?
Wait,
You don't know
who's Dave Portnoy?
You don't know Dave Portnoy?
Why
The
would I know
Barstool
Dave Portnoy?
guy, one bite
Oh,
review,
that
the
fucking
pizza
guy
guy.
who
One
fucked up
bite,
my
everyone
pizza
knows the
place
rules.
in Long Branch.
He fucked you?
That's the fucker guy.
That guy.
who rated Nunzio's
look at these old
and then
heads,
ruined
Bob.
fucking Nunzio's, man.
Do you not actually know who he is?
I've literally no fucking idea.
Wow.
What
Okay.
Wow.
Wait, somebody reviews shit based on one bite?
Yeah.
So
No,
it's like the
no, no.
So
untapped of
he's-
pizza?
So
That's his,
here's
So
like-
it's like the
it's-
untapped of pizza?
Yeah.
No,
It's like, oh, I didn't think
We're-
about it at
we're
all.
gonna
I
tag
put it in
Dave
my
Portnoy
face
in
and I
this
was
one.
mad at my
Yes.
wife.
Yeah.
Yes, we're tagging
Dave,
Dave Portnoy
but
in
wait,
You
this.
this
fucked
guy
up
did-
Nunzio's Pizza in Long
Yes,
Branch, bro.
fuck you, Portnoy. We're coming for you.
Wait,
We're
did you
coming
just
for you.
suggest, seriously, did you just suggest that somebody can
I love
review a
this.
pizza on a single bite?
No,
so he
so
says one
that's his
bite.
shtick.
You all know the rules, and then he eats the
eats-
whole
he eats the whole-
slice.
But here's what but
He
still,
says
wait,
one bite
Is he
and
a
then eats
Twitter
it.
guy? Is he trying to
he
make
has-
is he
So,
trying
you ever
to
heard
make
of
Shakespeare
Barstool
for
Sports?
He's the owner of Barstool
I mean, not
Sports.
in 20 years. Isn't that
There-
just boobs on stools?
It's
No, dude, listen.
I love
it is-
this.
Wow.
No, you know what's so
Wow.
funny? No, but here's the thing. I will tell you this: when you are building shit, you're not always like Augie's
Yeah.
been in the business.
Yeah.
he got out the business.
Yeah.
and he's building shit. He's not.
Preach.
Like I only know about Barstool Sports because I went into Nunzio's and like, oh, we just got reviewed.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
looked
he
up-
Nunzio's.
Yeah, he fucked Nunzio's.
He fucked the Nunzio's,
He fucked
really?
Nunzio's. They sold
Dude,
that shit.
Fuck that.
Wow.
Fuck
And I
that.
went into that
asshole.
shit. Anyway, it was.
I'm not saying I like him, but I'm
wait,
quoting
but
him
anyway,
for
Here's,
this.
No,
the, worst,
fuck
here's the
him.
worst part about being your friend for 40 years. I don't know if he fucked Nunzio's means he blew it up and you can't get it anymore, or he hated it and then
No, I
went
think
out
he
of business.
buried
no,
him.
no,
I
no.
think he buried
I
him.
could
I
still
think that's
get
what
it,
is.
but you got to understand, man.
He can get anything.
That's
Right, but
pretty
what I'm
true.
saying is he blew it up, right?
Oh,
now
he
there's
blew
a
it up.
line.
Well, no, even with the line, it didn't matter. You need to understand, Nunzio's was around the corner from my grandparents'
I know.
house.
I remember that
BMW
Nunzio's.
Long
review,
Branch.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
motherfucker.
So, but my grandparents lived their house around the corner. So
I love this.
my cousin used to sling pizzas at
Part
Nunzio's
two.
back in the
Episode.
80s,
Do
right?
you not remember
This is part
Danny's
two.
and Little Silver?
Of
where
course, I
we
remember.
all
I know, but I know that. But I'm
Let's just
saying
walk
is,
away and let this
What I'm
happen.
saying is, what I'm
I
saying
love
is,
this.
I could walk in.
Two old men bitching.
I know.
By the way, we have a podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
They got
Yeah, it's coming
podcasts.
out. We
Yeah.
don't.
Two,
It's
two
working
old men
title.
yelling at each other.
You
Everyone's
guys
got
each
podcasts.
have
Let's talk
more
about it.
popular podcasts than ours.
Yeah.
But
That's
anyway, he didn't blow up that deal. But like, I mean, I could always go.
Talk
I could
about it.
walk in the door. I can
Folks
walk in
at
the
home.
kitchen.
yeah,
Right?
for the folks
Oh,
at home.
right.
You did
Hey!
it. Except
Hey,
I'm out
hold
of
on.
beer again.
Keep talking,
Yep.
Marvin.
Anyway, so, but what he did, he would go around, he'd order a pizza, and
Careful
the
there.
episode with Nunzio's is great because little Snooki's out there, the original Snooki, not the chick from the Jersey Shore.
There was an original Snooki.
This one was like 70 years old. So she was Snooki before.
What happened here?
Like that. Apparently, that's,
Where did we go wrong, Joe?
Apparently, that is a common
Wow, this is the longest episode we've ever
Italian-American
had.
nickname.
No, we had a marathon back in the COVID days.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But anyway, Portnoy would go around. He'd order a whole pizza. He'd stand outside. We would go in. And she's like, come in. He's like, no, this is how I do it. And he ate the pizza and he gave
Nunzio's?
Nunzio's the highest rating in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Right.
That's how I knew that name. I knew that name.
And so went on for, it was still busy, but I can always get a pizza. But finally, I think he put up some money and the dude from Trauma bought it. And so I went there a couple weeks ago and the pizza's
So
shit.
wait, who put up some money? This Portnoy guy?
I think Portnoy put up the
Portnoy
money.
put
Blew
up the
up.
money.
So just so you know, in Wall Street, which I've had some experience on,
No, I know.
that's illegal.
Well,
Yeah.
this is not Wall
You
Street.
can't pump and dump.
He pumped and dumped. He fucking venture capital that shit.
It wasn't publicly traded, so
All right, hold on. You know what's funny?
This
I know
is the
Barstool
best
Sports.
episode we've ever had.
You do.
I looked up Barstool Sports. Here's why I know it. There's
Just
a guy
now?
named TJ. Yeah, I was like Barstool Sports. Like it's got to be somewhere.
When did that happen? I
Just now on my phone. Did you
I've
not
been
see me over
no,
here?
I didn't see.
He's
I saw
Swiss.
you
So-
pouring a beer.
He's Swift.
TJ.
I saw that there's still no
TJ's
beer in front of me,
dad-
but that's
Oh,
okay.
Fair enough. Sorry about that.
Bob, do you want some of my reserve? You want some of my reserve beers? Because I
That's
got a
for you.
line
No,
up
that's
here.
for you. That's Triticale, which is a half rye, half wheat.
How many beers do you
malt
have
franchise
here?
development.
So we make about 150
Yeah.
beers a year.
Carton probably makes more beers than anyone
And
else.
this is
That's
my
what I
favorite
love.
one.
So that's kind of a West Coast IPA.
Not stroking his ego, but
Like
that's what I
fucker.
love about this place.
I really
Okay.
love. How are we? Why are
How
why
are we
here
getting
now?
home?
I'm sleeping on this couch.
Yeah, you're
guys.
sleeping. Just accept
Jesus.
it. Lean
so
into
much
it.
to
My
do
wife is not going to be happy.
But to be fair, she'll be much happier if you don't get a ticket
Very
and
true.
don't die.
Very true.
Give me those empty glasses. They're making me crazy.
Yeah. Don't do him like that.
Sorry.
Just do
I
it
I
like
mean,
that.
dude,
I want to
years
try
of-
all the beers.
Yeah.
I get that, and I like that you're drinking them. I'm impressed by your commitment. But I guess what I'm
I'm
saying
a commitment guy when it doesn't come to relationships.
but years and years of hospitality.
Yeah.
Don't
put a
don't send that
napkin-
clip to Erica.
I know.
Put a napkin down when they walk
You gotta,
in, so
cut-
I
edit
know
that one
somebody's
out.
seen them, and clean up the
Depends
mess.
who that it's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
It just makes me crazy.
This is why
right?
we're across from each other.
But so
We're
let's face
hospitality
it. Let's
guys.
talk about the
Bob's a
the
make a
trials
mess
and
guy.
tribulations
Wait,
of
wait,
beer.
whoa.
We're in the
Are we
middle
still
of
in
a
a segment?
trivia segment here.
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I want to hear
Next
about. I want to
question.
hear about
Guys.
TJ.
Not next
No,
question.
no.
This
Not next
episode
question.
TJ
Continue the question I started
off the
reading.
rails.
Friend of the show. Friend of
We
the
were
sh-
talking about Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, we're talking about TJ.
But friend of Dave Portnoy. So TJ is this wonderful kid
We're
from
off the
here,
rails. Folks
like,
at home,
over
we are
on
off
the
the
like
rails.
Princeton Heightstown side of New
Let
Jersey.
it
He's a
happen.
young guy, and he became like a
go with it.
Facebook guy I knew, and he's on that thing. But when I just texted, I was like, "What's Barstool Sports?" Like, it's TJ's thing. It's TJ, not PJ. It's TJ's thing. And TJ, I think, is amazing. He's a local guy. He's
Thomas
funny.
Jefferson?
Let's say yes.
Jesus. All right,
We're not
it's-
that close. He's an internet celebrity, but he's on Barstool Sports. So
Yeah,
it's like, that's TJ's thing.
Dave Portnoy. Dave Portnoy is the owner.
As far as I know, TJ's the owner. But I'm not trying to get. Not trying to
Dave
get him in trouble.
Portnoy, he runs around. He goes to fucking 1,000 pizza places. He's a guy from Boston, first of all, so he doesn't know shit about pizza.
Thank you.
Because he's from Boston,
How can
Yep.
you know about pizza?
right?
Exactly.
And then he
He
comes.
doesn't, but he's
And
well known.
he takes a couple of bites of pizza and he goes.
This is an
6.8.
8.4.
He shouts out a rating.
But like,
And then
is
that
he
apparently
being
is-
funny?
No,
No,
he-
he's being himself.
No,
and
he's
So
being
a
himself.
long time ago, I used to write a food blog, and my joke was, I would just pick what the New York Times should have given it star-wise, 0 through 4, and
Yeah.
I'd make that the last digit, and then I just make up numbers before it,
Yeah.
and make up
basically
a
what he
fake
does.
zillion. I mean,
Yeah,
like
but-
97. Like it sounds like
Yeah.
what you're describing to me. I'd be like 97,000, so
Yeah.
0 stars, brozillion stars.
Exactly.
And I just kept fucking around with different aliens.
That's funny because you're fucking around with it. Him,
He thinks he's like a pizza
apparently
savant.
he's like the gospel, and like he literally
But you
makes.
guys are the ones who brought him up, so you guys clearly think he matters.
No,
We don't. We're making
they
fun of
just
him.
No,
wanna
we
make a
make we
trivia
shit
It's
on
an
him all the
they're
time.
absurd
shitting on
trivia
it right now.
question.
We're
Wait,
making it.
Wait, are we still in the question?
Yeah,
I
this is-
love your show.
this was the
I want to
preface
be
to
on
the
your show all the time.
This is a
You are on our show
podcast.
right
Augie
now.
I want to be on your
is-
show all the time. If I'm allowed to have this kind of, I'm
You're
sorry,
a
I
regular.
heard
You're a
myself.
regular now.
We'll
But
drive
if I'm
down here.
allowed
I don't
to
give a
have-
shit.
If I'm allowed to have this kind of digression in the middle of a segment,
Will
this
it
is
make
my
it to
favorite
air
show
is the
in
real
world.
question.
I get it.
Part
Anyway,
3.
So
Dude,
Dave
we-
Portnoy.
I really don't want to lose
so
this
wait,
competition,
wait,
Bob,
ready?
because the editing
Ready?
is going to be so.
We're not
tough.
even
Wait,
on
wait,
the
wait.
competition.
Ready?
We're on their
Wait.
competition. This
All
has
right,
nothing to do with our
guys,
competition.
Cut, reset, back to 1, take 2. Dave Portnoy, who I now know runs Barstool
Bartool.
Sports.
He said
Bartool.
Bartool. How
Who now,
appropriate.
who
tagging
now
him in
runs
this.
Barstool Sports.
I hope this is viral.
Is a pizza aficionado of the untapped
A
pizza skills.
self-proclaimed undeserving pizza aficionado.
And here's the thing, because we're digressing.
Oh my God, we
Maybe
digressed
if,
so
maybe
far.
if he was fucking from Rhode Island, because there's actually good pizza in Providence,
Yes.
Rhode
Stop
Island.
it.
Maybe.
Shush
Right,
I'm
though.
saying
There's
maybe.
one
No,
good
no,
pizzeria
no,
in
no,
Rhode
no,
Island.
No, no,
Shush your
no,
whore
no.
mouth.
I said maybe.
He's right though.
Maybe. I said maybe. I didn't say yeah. I said maybe I could give him some.
Nothing.
You know,
Okay.
I'm not getting
Wait,
into it.
2 years
Fucking-
ago,
wait,
Dave
let him
Portnoy-
finish the
Question for
question.
you.
Finish
He's
the
trying
question.
to talk to you.
He's
Let him
talking
fin-
to us.
No, you.
Guys, let him
Nobody,
finish.
nobody thinks I'm getting one right.
All right, let
Don't
Bob
touch
finish
that.
the question.
He's
My
like, we just
God.
lost 2 hours
All right.
of content.
Speaking of off the
We
beaten
lost
craft
everybody.
trivia, we're off the beaten path here on the
It's
on
gonna
the
be
show.
our highest rated episode ever.
2 years ago,
gonna be a
Dave
great
Portnoy
episode.
visited a place in Chicago called Craft Pizza.
First of all,
What rating? I don't give a shit
why
what you're
are you
saying.
at
Right?
pizza in Chicago? Like that isn't even fucking pizza. That's
Because
that's
he happened to be
casserole.
in Chicago at the time, and it's called Craft Pizza, and this is off the beaten craft trivia, so I picked it.
I like it. I'm on your side.
What
but they make
rating-
lasagna in Chicago.
What rating did he give the pizza? Was it A, 8.5, B, 7.7, C, 5.9, or D, 0?
Let me ask a question. Did you really think you needed a tiebreaker at this point? Because there's no way nobody knows the answer to this
We have
question.
5 more questions after this.
0.0.
7-7.
That is wrong.
Damn it.
D is-
5.5.
No.
7-7.
That's not even one of the
I
answers.
bet you it's 7-7.
It is 7-7. Thanks, Joe.
Did
Guys,
you guys do
I
your
won.
homework together?
No, I didn't.
not
know.
fair, you
I,
cheated.
no, he made up his own questions. I made up my
So
own
but
questions.
it was 7.7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 7.7, which I got right, which I'm not even a contestant.
But you
All
nailed
right,
it. To
Joe-
be fair, right now
Joe
you're
won.
tied for first.
Everyone's got one.
Right now you're
But
tied
here's
for
the thing.
first.
But
All
here's
right,
the thing.
everyone's got one.
Wait till we put that box over your head and you got to fucking taste
True.
it. And
Are we gonna get there,
Wait
folks
till
at home?
the
Are we
box
getting
is
there?
We're boxing you
All
up.
right,
so-
on to Joe's questions, which are way harder.
My question's way harder, way more obscure.
Well, thank you.
It's
so
off
much,
the beaten
Bob.
craft
Really appreciate
trivia.
those questions.
Thanks for going easy on us.
Yep.
I'm glad the
This is what we
host
do in the
tied
show.
us
Apparently.
on question 5.
What the hell is our runtime? We are so late. All right, so we're going into we still got off the beaten track.
You fuck-
Oh, he fucked it up.
Yes.
Yes.
Mark that.
Yes.
Stop
All right.
screaming in the mic.
All right, so we're beating.
the guy.
Just let him. Just leave the levels up. Fuck him.
No.
All right,
let
so
it
we're
be. Do
beating
the
off
right
the
thing. We
drinker's
gotta-
craft. And
I never knew how much fun this
You've
could
been
be.
going here.
it's a great. Yeah,
for
that's
like-
what we do. It's what we
You've
do.
been going-
Just
this
so you know.
this brewery's been open for 12 years. You've been going here for 10, and you don't
Yeah.
know the fucking slogan.
Yeah, beating off the drinking craft. That's what it is. And I'm saying it wrong on purpose because fuck you.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to everybody, all the folks at home.
Folks at
Cheers.
home.
To the folks at home.
Oh, they catch on quick. It's nice having smart people on the show.
It's nice because they pick up on our shit.
Except when
All
it
right.
comes to our trivia.
All right, so we're doing trivia. Here's the question. We're talking about crafts, okay? It could be any craft. It could be a vessel. It could be a ship,
Could be
right?
growing
So,
pottery.
which of the following is the name for a narrow, swift, lateen-rigged sailing vessel or craft of a type traditionally used on the Nile and Mediterranean Sea? Is it A? All right, so
I can envision it from hieroglyphs.
Right, so we're-
I don't know the word.
So we're
but I know
talking-
that, like,
I'm sure
tied
you
in-
have
so
a beer
guys,
named
tied
after
in
it.
front, tied
we're
in
talking
back,
about a ship,
bow sail.
almost like a carton boat. We're talking about, okay?
Oh,
And it's
Sailboat is a half
lateen.
moon.
It's
Do you know
lateen
that?
rigged. It's sailing
know.
vessel. Okay, it's Mediterranean Sea. We're talking. Is it A, cutter, B, brigantine, C, feluccia,
that.
or D, carton boat?
It's C.
It's seafood.
It is C. Wow, both right. Correct. Okay,
I was
so they
way
2 points
first.
each.
Augie
I-
got it first.
All right, Augie got it first.
Okay, you're up to
Absolutely.
one.
Yep.
You know why?
2-1-1.
You know why? Brigantine can't be Egyptian.
Yeah.
I think it
That's
might
his
be a
British
Yeah.
accent.
You, I was
It might be
gonna.
a 10.
I kind of felt when I
Brigantine
was
Castle.
formulating those answers, I was like, well, if it says Mediterranean, they're gonna think feluccia, right?
Yeah,
So
you're right. Thank you.
I was
You made it
thinking-
easy
there
on
you go.
me.
Yeah, a little. So you
Next.
know, this one maybe not so easy.
I want to live through
Let's
this
find
segment.
out.
I'm not sure I will.
As a verb, not a noun. As a verb, this word means to change direction by turning the bow of a boat.
Wow, we got
Into
it.
the wind or away.
Tack.
You're
It
right.
might be
That's it.
jive.
Augie's right. He's already right.
Okay,
He's
first
already.
3-1-1.
My,
asking
this
boat words.
motherfucker
I'm
is
actually a
so
sailor.
right.
You're asking
He's a
a
sailor.
white dude
What
from
aren't you?
Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey, questions about boats.
I'm
feel
so
like black
sorry,
guys are
MJ.
such a
It's
It's
That's
rigged.
right.
It's rigged.
MJ,
Which
I
is
am-
also a boating reference. Da-dun-dun.
I'm so sorry, but this next one is boating, but he might not know
But
it.
you know what? Okay, just
He
for
might not
record,
know it.
My dad, we had a boat.
To
We
be
had a cabin
fair,
cruiser.
one
I had a
of
cabin
us-
cruiser
one
growing
of
up.
us-
I
right?
can't
So-
believe
Wait,
Augie
hold
just
on.
got the fucking tack question before I finished it.
I want everybody to
believe
chill
that,
the
Bob?
fuck out. I want
I
to
don't.
point out because he's hiding back here. But he's got literally stone khakis, fucking white tennis shoes on, and
don't-
Jimmy
hold on,
Buffett's
hold on,
shirt.
hold on. I
So
don't
you're not
have-
allowed to bitch
You're
about
not-
Yeah,
that.
and he's
Don't
talking
do
about the
culture.
white guys
When
in
you're
boating.
literally living your best glass bottom pina colada life.
Slow your roll. First of all,
Oh, God.
they
All right,
are-
guys.
They are baby blue chinos. They're not, okay?
All right, he's right.
Back here. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, they are.
We don't have time for these sidebars,
These
guys.
are
Color
pulling out.
corrected lights.
Because, dude, because
What color do you want the lights? I can
off
change
fleek.
them from my
Drip
phone.
off
Don't change the lights, Bob.
change the
change
lights.
the-
Trying to
Definitely
finish the
change the-
goddamn
Okay,
trivia.
we're
Trying to do a segment. The segment
Dude,
is longer
this
than
is
the
like a
episode.
Segment has gone off the
35-minute
rails.
segment.
We're going.
gone off the
we're going
rails.
full disco.
Oh, Bob, Jesus Christ! All the
See
camera
what happens? You
settings
give him a
are
little
fucked.
taste of Hang the DJ.
Yeah.
Going full disco.
Brian Strumke, hang the DJ.
Okay.
Oh, he's out of.
All right.
I'm ready for some trivia.
Next question. All right, next question, guys.
Full disco.
It's boating related, but anyone
all
can get
good,
this
man.
one. Okay, the
I like how I
American.
feel like I might be at sea right now.
Okay, guys,
I feel
Or
rocking
in a fish
happening.
tank.
let me ask the goddamn question before I kill you all. Okay,
What happened
Welcome
here?
to Carton.
the
My
American boat
favorite damn brewery.
manufacturer. We're cutting all of this.
This is gonna be a 30-minute episode.
No, we're gonna do the part one, part two.
I'm like, this is Augie Carton. Here's Augie Carton drunk. Good night.
Yeah, exactly. Part one, part two, part
That's
three.
it.
That's an Instagram clip right there.
We are on part 4 of the podcast.
I don't
Thanks-
know what beer to drink from. I got
thanks to
2
all you
full beers in
subscribers.
front of me. I'll finish both
All right,
of them.
so the hazy is Hook, which is our 5% for hazy drinkers.
okay.
Right, so should taste bigger, should be better, but it's just 5%. And the other one is Paicha, which is our proper German Pilsner. It's whip. So the
So
joke
not
is
Paicho.
Paicha.
Paicha.
So the joke is whip is our American Pilsner, orange whip, orange whip, orange whip.
Okay.
But so every time we fuck around with an international, we name it after whip. So in German, Paicha's whip. It's bitch in Czech. It's Frusta in Italian. It's Hoipu. It's Latigo. It's
Gotcha.
so those are every time we're like we'll make a Mexican lager. It's just Mexican whip, and when we make a Japanese lager, it's just Japanese whip. So
All right,
that's German whip.
That would have been really good for the podcast, but we're in the middle of a segment.
We're in fucking
We're
shitsville.
on like,
Dude,
all right, so we're talking
the
crafts.
wait, to be clear, the only way to cut this at this point is that movie where he tattoos shit on his
Memento.
arm 'cause he forgets
Memento.
it. We need
Memento.
a memento timeline on this thing. You just
This
gotta
is the
scroll it
Memento
over.
episode.
Christopher
Yeah,
Nolan
yeah.
now.
Guys, we are
You gotta
Christopher
just
Nolan.
mix it up.
This
fuck
is
it up.
Memento. We're gonna write notes on the screen, and like if you can.
Yeah.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
make
make a movie that
markers.
doesn't really make sense,
Yeah.
but
Treat
still
it,
just
treat
works.
it like you're bruising gin in a shaker.
Yes,
That's all I'm saying.
I
There we
like that.
go.
I fucking like that.
There we go.
So we got trivia here,
Michael
guys.
Caine's gonna be in it somewhere.
Remember
That'd
that
be
one
cool.
time?
Get him to make you his. Do you not know about Mickey Kane's Jersey Lightning?
Jesus fuck.
Read
We're
the
not
next
talking about
question,
that. Hey, listen. Hey guys.
You like it?
Hey.
Like I'm being. It gets a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
With us too.
What have you done to us?
Hey.
thought we were
Yeah,
friends.
you guys asked me.
Hey,
I was like,
hey.
hey, this will be a
Actually,
safe
we didn't
space.
ask you. We
The
asked him to
Matrix
come
has
over
you.
at Joe's house, and we ended
So
up here.
so do you
I
guys?
got an email that said we should have these guys in the brewery. They want to come. I said sure.
And I bet you're happy you said yes.
Fuck yeah, dude. Like I
Hell
said,
yeah.
best Tuesday since last.
Hell yeah. So you guys remember when
high
we were
bar.
doing trivia?
Oh,
we're
right,
gonna,
trivia.
We're gonna still do
Bang.
that.
Take
I
three.
have a question. It's boating related, but you know what? It's gonna be a fair match for you guys because there's no way Augie knows this off the top of his head.
Don't say that.
He's gonna know it.
God, I want
Yeah, I'm
to.
sorry. I just jinxed it.
God, I
The
want to.
American boat manufacturer Boston Whaler was founded in 1958
No, it wasn't.
by this man. It was. Fuck you. So Boston Whaler, the boat
Right.
manufacturer, was
Invented by-
founded by who? Dick Whaler, Dick Fisher, Dick Hooker, or Dick Carton?
Ooh.
Dick Carton.
I'm gonna go
It's
with
B.
Dick Carton because you know why? Because it's
Did
that.
you say B?
Yeah, it's B.
He's right.
Is that Dick
It's
Whaler?
Dick Fisher.
Dick
Dick
Fisher?
Fisher. Yep.
You knew it.
The answers were Dick Whaler,
so-
Fisher, Hooker, or Carton.
Nominative determinism.
Yeah.
What?
He's nominative determinism.
We're gonna not explain that and go to the next
Fisher
question.
had to make a fishing boat. He had
Yeah,
to.
yeah, he's right, but it could have been Whaler, right?
No,
Hooker.
that would be family brand. And
Hooker.
we'd have known that.
That's right,
My
folks.
God, he's too
He
good.
out-Joed Jode, which
what's-
is not hard to do.
See, no,
Next
but I was
question.
thinking, I was trying to think
You
2
weren't
steps
thinking.
ahead.
You never think.
Dude,
it's
you
your
got
problem.
the wrong guys. You're
Thanks,
trying to
man.
think 2 steps
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, that's
I'm
right.
not trying
No,
shit.
I'm talking to
They
these
asked me a
guys.
question.
No,
I asked.
All right, so Augie, Augie's up what 3-1?
My bad.
3-1.
No, I think it's 1-1-1.
No, that
Well,
was like
It
6
was
hours ago.
1-1-1. You answered 2 questions correctly. Since then, it's
They gave,
3-1-1.
check,
they
I
gave
was
you
wrong
what we said at
both
the same
times.
time. That's fine. 3-1. It's all good.
All right, so
I already
Kraft,
won. I got these guys fucked up.
he's gonna
Yeah.
fucking know this one. dude.
I'm good.
UWON.
All right, guys. So we're talking about drinking off the beating Kraft. So speaking of Kraft mac and cheese is known as what in the UK?
A double IPA question.
No. Is
That
it
was 5
in the
questions
UK? They have a box of Kraft mac and cheese.
And
What do they call it?
can't call it Kraft mac
They
and
don't
cheese.
call it Kraft mac and cheese. They call it Kraft dinner, cheesy pasta, cheesy macaroni, or Carton Brewery Kraft mac and cheese.
Jesus, the both of you went with a Kraft. Is that a joke? Like, do you guys always go with the Kraft mac and cheese?
We just fuck
So
around.
I
with it.
want to go
We think
with
similarly,
cheesy
'cause we're-
pasta.
My God, he's right again.
This guy's so
He's
smart.
right. Sorry, MJ.
No, I
he
just
already got
drink
it.
with-
I know.
Brits
Listen,
constantly.
I wanted to hear him answer first because I actually have a daughter who's Irish, and I thought it would just be Kraft. They're very typical Kraft dinner. I
Kraft
thought,
dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so you know
that was a good trap.
that was, a good
trap.
I've
Yeah.
tried to set the traps,
you
but
did say- it was a
he's
good
already
trap.
evaded
Here's my
them.
problem with that logic. Kraft makes a lot
Should
of
have opened
dinners,
with this segment.
and you don't want to. No, but
No.
it wouldn't be this fun if I wasn't 12 boats in.
Yeah, exactly. So,
This is
and I will
drinking
tell
a
you,
carton.
Kraft dinner. That's what they call it in Canada.
Is that right?
Yeah. So when they have a box of
Oh,
mac and
those
cheese, they don't
fucks.
call it mac and cheese. It's Kraft dinner.
Yeah.
You haven't cracked.
So, but
Oh, you haven't Kraft
Or is it
dinner? eh?
Kraft
Kraft. Ooh.
Oh, you having Kraft dinner tonight?
Crafty nay.
Oh, buddy, you having Kraft dinner?
Do you
I'm
guys
Canadian,
like
so I
Letterkenny?
got fucking.
Do you guys like
yes,
Letterkenny?
I'm
Oh,
a huge
he's a huge
Letterkenny
fan.
fan.
Let's
Shorzy,
turn this off and
Letterkenny.
Let's just do Letterkenny.
We're doing Shorzy. We're doing Letterkenny.
Do you know how
Pitter
many?
patter, boys. Let's
All right,
get
so
at it.
this is one of the problems with integrity
Augie
and,
Carton, he
and the
drinks
brand
and he
leaving a
talks.
crack.
Fuck, this is a Joe Rogan episode.
Every person who's ever worked with me who knows about me and Letterkenny's like, you should name a beer this. And I was like, but that's not my idea. That's their idea.
Yeah. And
And then
honestly
every
though, what
time
are the
somebody
rights on
makes
that?
A pitter pat. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You name whatever you want.
If
Yamir Lager.
if I was wasted and they said something that made me think of a beer, I'd be like, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I'll make that beer and I'll call it that. But if it's like, this will sell beer if we associate this with this thing people like, feels douchey to me. Make good beer,
No,
give
I
it
get.
to people. But
Winning
there's
me
nothing
over.
worse than every time some
Fucking winning me over,
motherfucker
bro.
makes pitter patter, I get a text. See, you should have done
Oh, you should have done the pitter patter beer.
Like-
Oh, hey,
Or
Augie, you
what's-
should have
what's it
done the
called,
pitter
puppers?
patter.
Like, you
Yeah,
know how
oh,
many-
you
you know
got
how-
puppers? You
You know
got
how many
puppers
people
lager?
have made a puppers? And I'm like,
Fuckers, it probably sucks.
I'm sure it's fine. Don't
sure
be
it's-
mean. Don't be mean. I'm sure it's fine.
That's what we do.
That's what we
I
do.
just- well, it's Jersey.
But not really.
We're
Yeah, it's
coming
a,
here to
it's a
be
Jersey.
mean
You know what?
and you want us
Folks at
over.
home.
You know what?
Folks at
for,
home.
for the folks at home, we appreciate good shit when we have it, and then when it sucks, we tell them it sucks.
At some point, you will listen to this episode, and there's no telling what part this will be.
I can't wait.
This is part 5.
Exactly.
Just so you know, right now in real linear
March
time,
2025.
We
will
just
be listening
started.
to this.
We just started.
just started.
It's opening.
We lost MJ.
I didn't want to spit.
All right, so
You can.
I have one last
That's our
question.
cheapest mic.
I got one last question.
Wait, is it
Augie-
really the last question?
it's-
Give
it's
it up.
actually-
Have
it's-
we
it-
beaten
no.
you in a submission?
No, it's the last one.
All right, so
Augie
it's tied
already
1-1-1.
Augie already won. It's a bonus point. It doesn't matter.
Bonus
They're
point.
playing. It's whatever.
Rough.
And neither of you, 100% in my mind, are never ever gonna know this answer because you haven't watched our podcast, and it's related to our podcast. So it's in episode 13 of Pizza Brews 2 Dudes.
Oh my god, I remember that
So
one.
those
You guys remember that
lazy
one?
and prepubescent, your voice was just
Yes.
changing.
So
You were like, no,
it still
we need
is.
9 cameras and 4 lights.
so we
We've got it. It's just
so
at home.
so in episode 13 we drank a home brew by our friend Phil Kraft, who lives down here. His last name
Holy
is Kraft.
shit, I see you
get it?
crafted it up.
Yeah,
Have you-
Phil
yeah,
Kraft.
Phil Kraft.
Way to
Not
bring
to
it
be
full
confused
circle.
with Kraft dinner
Kraft-
or
Is
cheesy
this
pasta.
wait, we're on episode
This is the
55.
Kraft trivia. Yes.
Well,
Is this the first
55, 56,
Kraft?
57, and 58.
Is this the first Phil Kraft question?
Yes.
Then
Nope.
I'm honored.
Yes.
Nope.
No.
What? It's not?
Nope.
Question?
Then I'm out.
Question?
Fuck you,
First
Phil
Phil
Kraft.
Kraft question?
Phil
not.
Kraft. If
Are you
I was
serious?
your
Yep.
Trivia.
It's the second.
Wow. Bob chronicler.
So
When I drink,
just-
I remember.
Just
Bob-
like food podcasts in Iceland. I'm
Bob
the
keeps the
second.
history of the podcast chronicalized in his
I
head.
got a
so-
spreadsheet.
yeah. So apparently it's question number 2.
Good for you.
All right, so question
I wish
number
more people in my life had more.
question number. We should have got Phil Kraft. He lives in Long Branch, right down the road.
You should come right.
So
my
we
God,
should have
Phil
got him.
Kraft should
He's a
have been there.
He's a
homebrew
good
guy.
guy.
He's a
He can
homebrew
jam
guy.
too.
He can jam. Jesus Christ, we're going so long. Okay, so in episode 13 of Pizza Brews 2 Dudes, Phil Kraft brewed us a beer. He's a homebrew guy. What was the name of his home brewery at that point in the podcast?
Gotta
Was
know
it-
this.
Does he live in Long Branch?
Wait.
He lives in Long
This
Branch.
isn't,
Okay.
this
Yes,
isn't my answer.
he does, and that is a
But it-
context clue.
But it's gonna
Exactly.
be like Kraft. So it's gonna be like 4-9.
Just wait for the multiple
I know,
choice.
he's like a
What are you
fucking-
doing?
Just
no,
not
just
saying it.
numerically spelling Kraft.
Nope.
Go on.
It's none of that. Is it Moco Craft Brewery, Mojo Craft Brewery, Mopo Craft Brewery, or Carton Craft Brewery?
Can't be that.
Well,
I would have
Look at
cease
it.
and desisted everything.
Moco, Mojo, or Mopo?
Okay,
is
hold on.
Augie
Moco.
about to sue Phil?
Okay,
He
hold
got
on.
it. He already got it.
What did he say?
Okay, Moco. And
So
why
that
do,
even
why
makes
do you
sense.
why do you believe it's
Monmouth
Moco?
County.
That makes sense.
Monmouth
Monmouth
County.
County.
Yeah. Well, MJ, you should have got that sooner.
Well, I was thinking Mopo, Long Branch, Monmouth Park. So that's it was either Mopo.
Yeah,
I thought it was more police.
Moco was a yeah
We do
Mopo.
probably have
we
more
all
police
want
than-
Mopo, Mo problems.
It's like the Mopo, the Mo, the Mo Pro.
It was Moco. Augie wins in a landslide. We'll send him
1 to
extra
1 to
merch
1.
because we ran out of
Well,
merch from the fucking
Should we send him a tank
Oktoberfest.
top?
I can't
Yeah.
wait for my
Oh
sexy
my
tank
god, we
top.
gotta send Augie a
Dude,
tank
I'm
top.
cold on an
Yeah.
81-degree day.
Yeah,
Don't give
so
me a
we
tank
got
top.
you. You're getting a bunch
you
of
have
Pizza
to, like,
Brews
you
merch.
said your,
We got
your wife-
sweatshirts too.
You said your wife is into fashion, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right,
she
so
works
you
in
got to send
fabrics.
Augie a crop top,
With some sequins.
aka
Real cop
80s
If
Yeah.
I wore a
Brian
crop
Bosworth
top,
cut off jersey.
oh, with the tassels and the little like
Yeah.
braid beads,
Yep.
that, I'm down. I'm down. Fix that shit
We
up.
don't
we got
have
you.
one of those.
We can
That's
make
why I
one.
can make it.
We can make one.
Dude,
we got
all you
you.
need is a pair of scissors and
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't have
$8
one of
worth of
those. We're not
beads from
trusted
Michael.
with scissors.
I believe
We got
that.
scissors.
I'm sorry after recording on this.
I still
podcast, you
can't
should.
believe you guys let yourselves touch this shit. You got to try to repackage this tonight.
Yeah, I don't know how that's
And
happening.
I'm getting you wasted.
Yeah, you're
Anyway.
you're killing
Okay,
it.
Fine.
so
right.
guys,
It's all part of the act.
Yeah.
what's next?
So it's about that time.
It's been about that time. We got to
It's-
end this motherfucker.
It's done been about that time. I do not envy the man that has to edit this episode.
And it's
you
gonna
know
be
Oh,
one
what?
I
of
got
us.
to do that.
And you know what?
Oh.
One of us has to edit this
Uh-oh.
episode.
We're being handed boxes,
So
cartons.
So we're
I got
giving
a-
you carton
I got
cartons.
a
It's
whole,
boat versus beach.
cardboard
Oh, hold on.
boat.
We gotta hold on. You gotta
and I still have like a fucking ton of beer
I'm
here.
going to give you a beer to taste.
So
All right.
just
So
you can't
sorry.
see what he pours.
When we make you boxes of beers, we do this by hand, so I'm really fast
Wow.
at it. But if you put this on over your head
Yep.
without the hat,
Can it fit?
Take
it
off the
should
jet
block
hat.
your eyes like a
You
perfect
shouldn't wear that
blindfold.
anyway.
All right, let me
So
tell
the
the
trick is, I'm going to give you each a taster of beer, put it in your hand. You're going to drink it blind, and you're going to guess which beer you've drank tonight you're drinking.
Okay.
Is
There you
that
go.
what you're saying?
Yes, I
like
agree
it.
with
No,
that.
that's the easiest way because they can't. They're not gonna
Because
be
there's still
they're not gonna be like,
10 more beers they haven't had.
1989 Napa Valley Oakville.
There's
Okay,
10 more
no.
beers they haven't had.
All
All
right,
right, so
I was going to say to the folks at home, we're about to do a
Folks at home.
competition.
I heard
Yes, cheers.
Yes, cheers.
All right, folks at home. Again, we're doing a competition. The loser has to edit the episode. What we're going to do is put
This
these
very long ass
fucking
episode.
12-pack cases
Just
of
so you
beer
know, we started
over our head.
recording in 2025.
Yeah, it's about 10 years since we started recording.
gonna
We're
be
going to do a
wild.
blind taste test, and we're going to start that soon-ish. Cheers.
All right, so here's what we've done.
I can't see anything.
There you go.
Here's what we've done. So I don't know if you guys know this, but carton means box. So we've created box blindfolds from these guys. It's Boat
This
versus
hurts.
Beach, two of our summer beers, completely obscuring their experience. I'm about to go pour a beer. I'm going to drop a beer in front of each of them. Maybe it's the same, maybe it's different. And they are going to, I'm going to put it in their hands. They're going to drink it. They're going to tell me what color it is, how strong it is,
Always bet on black.
and where they would drink it.
All I
Oh,
know is my
God.
ears are smushed and my nose is smushed. Let's
right.
get this going.
I can't feel anything. This is going
Did
to be
you
tough.
not go to school in the 80s? You're just Captain Miller
No,
Lite right
I went
now.
to
All
school
right,
in the
I'll be right back.
2000s.
Dude,
What
man.
are we doing here?
This was like that's a rally cap, man.
All right, let's do it up,
These
guys.
kids, man.
People, Marvin, you got
So-
to talk entertainment.
So are we
Figure out what beer to give.
I don't
Are-
know what beer to give him.
are
but
we getting the same beer each or no?
Haven't decided.
He hasn't decided
Okay.
yet. He's just
I-
pouring beers.
You know, keep
So
it.
I'm really hoping that this was fruitful. This was going to be like the Black Wine Guy and the Pizza Beer Podcast, and it was like no, it was like our longest podcast ever. But that won't either that makes it into the end of the podcast or it doesn't. I
We'll
don't
just
know.
cut out all the parts that you're in.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We're gonna cut the black wine
I don't
guy
know
out.
what my mic
Works.
is. I don't know if I'm even being picked up right now.
Wow, that
I
was
didn't
good
feel
beer.
drunk until I put this thing on
So
my
guys,
head.
so thus far though, seriously, what do you think of the pizza and the beer?
Pretty good. Pretty damn
We
good.
didn't have 2.5 hours to tell you all that.
I don't know, man. I'm just
no,
trying to.
I enjoy.
just trying to
No, the
Listen,
pizza was really
I
good.
mean, believe it or not, I have a podcast. I know how to tie these things together for you. Man. I was
Dude,
trying to-
I love-
I gave you an alley oop.
Shout out to MJ.
I was
I
trying
g-
to let you bring it back around.
you only have like 70,000 more followers than us.
Shout out to MJ. I got a box on my head, but I know he's over there holding it together for
That's
the boys, for the folks at home. Cheers
Oh,
to them
cheers,
too.
folks at home.
I got nothing in
Folks
my
at
hand.
home.
Cheers,
All right,
cheers
so
to
you
y'all.
ready?
I'm sure there's a beer somewhere.
We'll do folks at home.
Folks at home.
Woo. Folks
That's
at
the
home.
guest. Had to take over for the host.
I can't see
All
shit.
right, so I've decided to do 2 beers.
Okay,
This is your first beer.
got it.
And
here
this
comes
is
your first beer. Do
All right,
not hit that very expensive carbon fiber boom pole with that beer.
all right, folks at
That's the
home.
cheap
I'm just
one.
gonna give them a little heads up. We're doing a blind taste off. We have boxes
With
on our head,
cartons on their head.
cartons on our head,
We got cartons of cartons.
Boat versus Beach.
and
Summer beers.
We don't know what's in our hands right now.
I don't know where I am.
We're
right
gonna
now.
take a sip. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I've been.
Fuck's happening?
That
All
has
I
to do with
know-
all the beers that were poured.
All I know is I'm taking a sip of some Carton beer right now, and I have to describe what.
No, I'm
What
going to
it is?
ask you 4 questions.
Okay.
Ready? And action. Taste. So I have a podcast called Steer This Beer where we drink blind. Steal this
Oh, I know
beer,
what this
fuck
is.
you.
I
All right,
know
what
what
is
it
it?
is.
What is it?
This
It's a
tastes
basic
like
coffee.
A
Wrong.
coffee stout.
It's not the
Wrong.
basic coffee.
Completely wrong.
No way.
All right. So should we stop now or should I ask
Hold
you the
on, hold on,
questions?
keep going.
What color is that beer?
It is yellow.
Okay. Thank you. Next, how strong is that beer?
8%.
Very good.
Well, Bob's just fucking
Bob
spewing
killed
out.
that one.
Motherfucker. Wait,
Hey,
but
hey,
I was
Bob
gonna-
Bob.
is to
Hey, Bob.
Augie as you are to me right now.
Hey, Bob.
What's up?
So you're in the lead right now, 1-0.
you piece of shit.
But hold on.
You
Next-
box-headed
He's
bitch.
Next question.
dreading
beer.
the editing.
Next question is,
It's called dreading.
where are you drinking that beer?
In Carton Brewery.
No, not
No,
where physically.
if it was
motherfucker.
in your
Where-
fridge.
Like where would you? Like where would
This
you?
is the steal this beer thing.
Yeah.
Like if you owned it, where would you want to drink it
Yeah.
with your friends?
Like in your mansion.
Not
on
not
your
how hard
yacht.
it is to get,
Yeah.
not why.
Yeah.
You got it. You got friends coming over. When am I drinking it?
In my living room.
Okay, that's a weak answer.
It's a weak answer.
But it's acceptable. But it is weak.
Do you not have a
I'm-
yard?
No, I live in a garden apartment.
I'm drinking this.
Oh,
Bob's
sorry, man.
Bob's
Sorry
fucking
about that.
apartment sucks.
I'm drinking it by
Bob,
the
is there
pool
no-
at my garden
No.
There you
apartment.
go.
There you go. Good answer.
But,
Pool-
but
wait.
again, not yellow, so maybe not a pool beer.
Bob's. I'm drinking this at my breakfast nook
Oh.
With
with some good friends
and
Coffee.
and some coffee.
all right, we're tied 1-1.
All right, we're tied
Shit.
1-1.
Hold on.
What is this
Now,
beer?
put it down. Oh, well, we'll talk
No,
about
he's
that
like
when you're
they
masked.
they
Just
talking
put it
about.
down.
Oh, this
Put
episode's
it-
so
just put it
long,
down.
and then he had to
Down.
shoot that whole beer.
Here's your next one.
Is that not
Here's
the
your next
basic
one.
coffee?
Give me your hand.
Oh.
No, I told you. The minute somebody guess, who said basic coffee?
Me.
Me.
Oh, that's -1. So it's
Oh,
1-0.
fuck.
He
Bob.
said it
No,
twice.
he said
no,
it.
don't
No,
give me
and
minus
he
one.
guessed, and he guessed wrong.
But he said it twice. Actually, he should be -2.
-2.
No.
So
He's
starting
like,
from a deficit.
Why you give me the finger?
Where we at?
the beer.
I'm confused and I can't see shit.
I love this.
Wait, I don't want -2.
You are -2.
Fuck you.
The beer.
Like you tasted and said basic coffee. You wrong twice, motherfucker.
Fuck you guys.
Beer.
I hope the mic's picking up our voices through
I'm
these
talking into
boxes.
the mic.
You guys
Bob.
sound
I can
very
hear you
good to
sound
us.
very
and both
good.
of us
Yeah,
are
I'm
on
talking into the
cans.
mic.
All right.
So sip your beer.
Oh, that's a good beer.
Thank you.
Fuck.
I think that's been a common theme of this whole episode.
Fuck, this is a good beer, and I don't know what it is, guys.
Well,
I'm
let's
screwed.
start. What color is it?
It's
This- This is
yellow, golden.
It's amber.
I like yellow.
Okay.
Bob's
Both
kicking
are
your ass.
both are acceptable.
It's amber.
How strong is it?
5%. 4.4.
This is like what's like a 6.5.
Okay. Next, where are you drinking it?
I'm drinking it in space, floating around
No,
with my buddies,
no. I'm
doing
drinking
I
this-
like
research.
it.
I like that.
I
I'm
like
drinking
that
this with
answer.
the boys in the yard.
Okay.
So you can both take off your hoods now, and Bob is absolutely.
Don't say hoods. That has a very different
Oh my
connotation.
god.
Jesus, dude, there's color on those hoods.
This is amber.
That is not amber. That is bright yellow, and that's boat.
Fuck, this
But
boat.
he said
It's,
4.4.
it's hard in the disco light.
I said it's a
Sound
very
like-
familiar
I
taste
got
to
bad
me.
news.
Bob won.
Bob is not editing this episode.
Fuck.
Let's go.
It's like 6 to -2.
It's so yeah.
All right,
It's
so the
My nose
first
hurts.
beer you had was unjunked. And going back full circle to the conversations
Yep.
we were having before we recorded. The thing about that beer is it's just a 4-ingredient beer because you can make stouts taste like coffee, like molasses, like syrup, like chocolate,
I don't
like
wanna hear
all
it.
those things. So you don't need to
He
put
was an Augie
that
fan until he
shit-
lost.
You don't need to put that shit in a beer. You need to
hate
make a
Augie.
beautiful beer that tastes like all
fucking
those
worst guy
things.
ever met.
Yep.
That motherfucker, right? It's on you, babe. You had all the
You've
tools.
only been drinking this beer 10 years longer than me.
He throws me a boat in my hand, and
And you whiffed.
I whiffed. I was like, wow, this tastes really familiar, really good. I couldn't put my
I
nose
like
on
it. Makes
Yeah.
me feel good. But the joke is, so if you're fucking around, the 4.2 beer should taste like 6.5, and the 8% beer should taste like 6.5. And it should all be flavors you
It's too
want.
good.
You're excited by. They do what you're doing. And you don't need to put cough drops in your beer.
Yep.
You just need to make beautiful beer and maybe fuck around with the expectation, right? Make a yellow beer taste black, make a black beer taste yellow, have some fun, meet your neighbors, get everybody in here, drink way too much and have a good time. Which is why I'm honored you guys came down here. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for editing
yeah,
this, Joe.
It's a damn shame that I got the layup in my hand
You know
and I
what?
didn't get it. But
It's all right. You know,
I literally did that to help you.
I know. Thank
Because
you.
you gave me those 5 easy questions.
I know.
And you're like petting him like.
And I
Dr. Evil
said
petting
it's a beer I want to drink with my boys in the yard,
right.
and
And
I stand by that because that's the
And he
boat. That's what I'm
told me
drinking
it's
all day.
4.4. This shit is 4.2. He like
Yeah.
You get 6.5 amber.
Yeah,
But that's what boat's supposed to do. Boat's supposed to
exactly.
fill all those
It messes
slots
with
for
you.
This is me promoting my shit, but hey,
there you
No.
go.
fuck
Well,
around, find out.
That's how we do.
100% true.
Woo!
All right, guys. Thanks so much for having us.
I don't
To
know.
the
what
folks
classic
at
card
home.
is.
To the
Folks at
folks at home.
home.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Chin chin.
I want him to be your lover. I want him to be your man. Wanted to take you to the boardwalk and hold your hand. But I drove down to Carton and I got drunk instead. Now I'm drinking Carton beer. With a box on my head, I'm drinking Carton beer. With Carton on my head, I'm drinking Carton beer. With a carton on my head, will I make it home? Hooked up on the pull-out bed, I'm drinking carton beer. With a carton on my head, is it a boat? Or a non-jump instead? I don't know. Cause there's a fucking box on my head. We're drinking carton beer. With cartons on our heads, we're drinking carton beer. With cartons on our heads, I'm drinking carton beer.
I'm drinking it in space, floating around with my buddies.
Carton beer. With cartons on our heads, one more time now, carton beer. With cartons on our heads, we're drinking carton beer. With cartons on our heads,
I just want to shout out Augie Carton, everyone down at Carton Brewery for feeding us lots of beer, allowing us to make drunk idiots out of ourselves, put fucking boxes on our heads. Shout out to MJ Towler, the black wine guy, hooking it up. Pizza Brews, 2 dudes. Coming to a brewery near you. Might have a box on our head. We'll just do what we want. I mean, that's what it's all about. Drinking beers with your buds and boxes on your heads.